in a few minutes. How's it going? Kevin De Bruyne, can he see the wide man? And he does see the wide man, but no run is made there by Kyle Walker. I'd be very frustrated if I was him.
I would be. Alba gets the ball. Oh, that would have been a terrible, terrible mistake. Paulinho there with the ball, looking for help. Paulinho back with the ball. Gets Alba.
Sergio Roberto, let's see what he can do with the ball. He finds Messi, who finds Suarez. Let's see what attack can be formed from this. Can he find Messi again? So close, he shot too early.
Gundogan finds Jesus, who finds Aguero. Aguero's looking for help. Passes it to, oh no. It's not on that. Alba with the ball for Barcelona. Paulinho with the ball now. Roberto, quick passes as they go forward. Dembele finds Coutinho. Messi with the ball. Suarez, the man who's been unable to find the back of the net. Coutinho would have gotten that, but dispossessed. Laporte, the substitute, has come in. Laporte the ball, and he goes on and on strong to Jesus. He finds
Get a shot on it!
Aguero with the ball. Oh
my word, Ter Stegen has been an absolute beast during this tournament.
Oh, De Bruyne, the man behind the ball. Sané makes his way into the game for Vincent Kompany. That header was not convincing enough. Ter Stegen taking his minute to get the team focused now.
That save of the feet is very crucial in FIFA 18 because low drivens are so popular. It's only if you save with the feet is how you'll save the low drivens, otherwise it's an easy goal for them. Luis Suarez, can he get a shot on it? He finds Ousmane Dembele and it's intercepted. That's how we can move on from this attack. Gabriel Jesus.
Oh,
that is half.
That is half time.
Experience of Raheem Sterling, one way or the other. He's actually a fantastic player on FIFA as well as real life. Leroy Sané, can he get a chance out of this? Can it be a goal?
Substitute.
Ter Stegen with another save. Fantastic save hit there by the German. How can they recover from that? Just as I was saying, you need to find different ways of scoring. If you go for the same old regular shot, it'll just be saved.
It will. But Barcelona are doing very, very well to defend the goal there.
Right.
They need to be more aggressive now moving forward. There's Messi. Messi has the ball. He finds Suarez. Suarez, my mind is already scoring in this match as well. Finds Semedo. Roberto. Who tries to look for Messi.
I think he just forced the pass there.
He did, yes.
Let's see how
Gundogan.
Can he find Aguero?
Oh, he finds
Aguero!
Aguero for the goal. Oh!
Very close. Sergio Roberto. Let's see how they can progress from here. They need one more goal to confirm the game.
And all Manchester City needs is one goal to be still in the game.
The Brazilian with his skills. And he's trying to spoon feed Suarez at this point and he still doesn't want any. Paulinho. Ousmane Dembele. We need to see some of his 5-star skills. I'm a man who loves them skills. Gabriel Jesus. Sergio Aguero. Let's see what they can make out of this attack. Can they get an equalizer from this? And the ball is gotten quite easily from Jordi Alba.
The tackle is good, says the referee. Play on. Coutinho with the ball. Coutinho has been trying this game and not been very impressive. The ball is with Suarez. Luis Suarez with the ball. Oh, dispossessed there. Kun Aguero has the ball. He's by himself up front. He's going to keep running. He still has the ball. Looking for the pass a second time. Oh,
I mean, the player using
very desperate.
I think he should stop forcing. I think Sami should stop forcing the passes. I feel like it's just passing for the sake of passing is what loses you the ball.
He does.
And I think what Tevin is doing right is he's sure with these passes he knows who he wants the ball to get to. He gets Ousmane Dembele. The ball is intercepted once again. Leroy Sané. Who finds Gabriel Jesus. Can Jesus do something out of this attack?
Oh,
neat little chop there.
That needs a card. That definitely needs a card. No card given by the referee.
Let's see whether we can use the running. Yes, we are going to see the run from the free kick. Who gets a pass? Can he get a goal from this? Just a bit too high for Gundogan there. Jesus, who gets to Sané. Aguero. Jesus, can he find Sané with that? Nelson Semedo, who gets it to Sergio Roberto. seems like Barcelona are controlling the game as of now. Let's see how Man City can respond to this. And they do respond by stealing back the ball. Let's see what the three quick attackers can do with this chance. And it goes to Leroy Sané. Oh. And it's out for a corner.
14 minutes to go. 14 minutes to go before we say bye-bye to the English team. Are they going to switch Gundogan? They may switch him.
And it's a very attacking formation they've been playing.
Yeah, 4-4. That's quite something. Fernandinho's coming off for Silva.
Just what I said, Raheem Sterling is coming on, and watch how that right flank will be abused. It's interesting to see Leroy Sané playing as a striker and Gabriel Jesus as a winger. It's like they've entirely swapped positions for the game. What have you thought of the Man City side throughout this game?
I think they're trying the best that they can. They're just not trying hard enough, though. They need to push a bit more. I see what they're doing right now with the 4-2-4. They're putting everything in, all the eggs in one basket. A lot of pressure on Kun Aguero and Sané to bring out that goal. But it may just as well come from Jesus or Sterling. You never know. You never know.
And I think the problem with the 4-2-4 is you're outnumbered in midfield.
You are. And Barcelona doesn't. You don't want to be outnumbered in midfield by Barcelona.
Yeah. He plays it short with Kun Aguero. Can he get a cross in? No, he gets a fake shot. Raheem Sterling.
That was
first touch of the game.
That was offside for that was still Ter Stegen. Goalie calling someone forward.
And it just goes straight out.
What a pass out was. Sané making sure that he...
Can he get a goal from this? Gerard Piqué just gets hold of the ball.
I think Barcelona have already become a bit too comfortable with their defense right now.
And he sees Suarez. I think you wanted to see Suarez there, but it was too light of a touch.
Sterling with the ball. The Englishman with the ball. Sterling. Oh, terrible pass there.
Forcing the passes out was seeing the
That's a terrible pass. Dembele with the ball. He's going to lose that ball if he's not careful.
Hard muscle there by Kyle Walker.
Paulinho. Silva.
Hard challenge there. Let's see what Man City can do with the free kick. They are extremely outnumbered here in midfield. And
that was such a desperate tackle. Barcelona there was...
And once again, another pass.
Coutinho goes steady. Taken over by KDB. Sterling.
Let's see what they can do with this opportunity. That dangerous right flank can be used. And Sané just goes away from the ball.
You have 4 minutes to time plus or minus. 4 minutes to time plus or minus.
It seems like he's going all-out attack with a two-man midfield. That's very dangerous. He can easily miss out.
It's a final attempt for Man City. It's a final attempt.
Needs to be more patient on his attack. Let's see if he can get an equalizer. Can he get an equalizer from this chance? Leroy Sané! So close! He almost had it to take it to extra time. And now he's responded to the Luis Suarez attack, but it's offside.
Luis Suarez will not get his name on the score sheet yet again. Continue their books for his offense a bit earlier on.
Game over.
Game over. Too little too late for Manchester City. Too little too late for Manchester City.
Tevin coming out successful in this game. I think it was an interesting game, but I think we saw the result by the amount of mistakes we saw.
Okay, Kitoto and Mohamed Dahir, please make your way forward. Kitoto and Mohamed Dahir, please make your way to the gaming booth. Kitoto and Mohamed Dahir, please make your way to the gaming booth. Peter Njiru and Kaleste, please go to the studio. Peter Njiru and Kaleste, please go to the studio. Kitoto and Mohamed Dahir, please go to the gaming booth. Peter Njiru and Kaleste, gaming studio. Now, DJ Nish 254, what do you make of the game? 1 goal only was the difference between Barcelona and Manchester City. What's your take on it?
I think Ter Stegen has to be the man of the match, making so many saves. The Manchester City player was actually wasteful. There's so many chances he could have converted after that change in formation. Of course, bringing in Sané and bringing in Sterling, the pace for the wing-backs. I think how he even actually began the game was wrong. Don't begin with a defense mentality. if you're playing against a team like Barcelona, you need to match them up. So he had the formation which was a 5-2-3, if I'm not wrong, which made him a bit more defensive. And Barcelona had the chance to actually create loopholes and attack and get goals early on. And it was just downhill from there.
DJ Raf,
Yes.
Suarez unable again to find the back of the score sheet or the back of the net. Is it an issue of the Friday the 13th spilling over to Saturday the 14th? What's going on with him?
Again, I've been able to to predict properly. My team has won, Barcelona, and I thought they were going to win. I feel that Man City guy was quite undecided. We've seen a couple of changes, maybe unnecessary changes in the formation. For the better part of the team, they were playing through the middle. And when you have a team like Manchester City, you have your runners, you have Sterling, you have Sane. You want to have them at their wings, right wing and left wing, so they can make those runs and bring the balls in. I don't think the formation worked very well. Later on, they went all-out attack, 4-2-4. But then it was too little, too late. And in this competition, something we're learning is, especially when you're going to have to shoot against someone like Ter Stegen, you're going to have to do better shots. You need to have your double taps and your triple taps working. The regular shots are not working so well. We've seen some finesse shots working, unless now you place them badly, of course, in which case they won't work for you. Accuracy is really, really important. And a couple of things I'd like to see in this competition. I think we have some features of the game have not been utilized. We'd like to see some quick subs coming in. Every time someone wants to sub, we have to get off the game. And some in-game custom tactics, for example. If you want to go all out.
I mean, you've seen an English team lose just now, and before we saw an English team win. Are we saying that Manchester United is greater than Manchester City?
It's
well, not really. I think it's about the players. Again, it comes down to the tactics. It comes down to how well you're able to organize your team. We've seen the importance over and over. Where are you placing your important players? If you're going to have an important player like, say, Sterling, not taking his right wing or left wing position, you're definitely going to get punished.
Need to put something inside.
What about you, DJ Niche 254? What do you think about them? Do you think that the one Manchester team played much better than the other? Or what happened? Was it just a bad day for City? What happened?
I think for me, it all falls down to the tact. The guy that was using Manchester City had Sane and Sterling out of the team completely and then put them in as super subs. In the beginning, we said, if you're going to use Manchester City, please try exploit the pace that they have. If your wing-backs are Kyle Walker and you have Mendy on the left, please have Sane and Sterling on the right so that even when you're creating, it's a bit quicker for you. Because, you know, when you have someone like De Bruyne who has the vision, he can actually just slide a ball through. This wing-backs run for the ball. And then you have Aguero having an easy time to just convert these chances. But then he ended up deciding to use more of a defensive formation, which then left Aguero out of the game. In the entire game, I can simply say I've seen Aguero have like 2 or 3 chances the whole game. And he's your main striker. He's the guy that you want to go through. So at the end of the day, if you're going to use Manchester City, please exploit the pace that they have. That's what they're known for. Explosive pace, build-up plays quick. And I think you have an easy time with that.
They're known for their pace, I agree. DJ Raf, what do you think Real Madrid are known for?
Real Madrid, I think it's just about attacking football. You have Cristiano Ronaldo, you have Bale, we're not going to mention Benzema. You have Cruz, who's a long shot taker. So I think when we're talking Real Madrid, it has to be attacking football. You have to be personally really good in defense. I think in someone like Casemiro, manning your CDM position, you're able to win a game easily if you're able to attack well.
Pep Guardiola left Barcelona, came to Manchester City, unable to beat Real Madrid. What does that say about Pep?
What does it say? What?
Pep Guardiola left Barcelona, came all the way to City, unable to beat his former nemesis Real Madrid. What does that say about him?
I think it's just a case of knowing your coach too well. This is a game where you learn the tactics of whichever coach is coming in. Of course, if you don't switch up your play, the players who've played before for you are well known to know what you're meant to do next. So when these guys are coming in, I believe a tactical change is actually very important. And you could see even in the game, after the Man City player decided to change his formation, bring in the wing backs that you need, that is Sterling and Sane, you could see the build-up play became in a bit quicker. The chances were starting to be created. The Barcelona had to come in and start defending way more than they were in the first half. At the end of the day, chances are all created with the tact. If you see your opponent has gone in a bit all-out attack, attack is the best form of defense. That's all I'll say.
Barcelona went all in, but they didn't change their formation. You saw a lot of formation change by Manchester City. Do you think that's had something to do with them losing this match?
Well, I strongly believe that Barcelona in this game, they really knew what they wanted to do, and they didn't change it that much. That is why I strongly believe that if you want to keep your position and you want to change your style of play, you don't have to go back and change the formation altogether. You know, you can just change it using the in-game custom tactics. You can go defensive, you can go ultra defensive, you can pack the bus if you want without having to change your formation. I think a lot of guys who are losing is some of it is based on changing the tactics that they used to and expecting that it's going to work for them. It really works.
What do you think the weak spot is when it comes to Manchester City? What was the weak link, or who was the weak link?
Personally, for me, I don't think there was... It's all about having a weak link. It all falls down again to the tact. If your form of attack is defense, then definitely you're going to receive so much pressure because Barcelona are going to come out all guns blazing on you. So the best way to actually do it, when they come at you, you need your wing backs to be there for you to be able to counter. But then if your wing backs are not present in the game, then it makes it a bit harder for you to be able to counter the type of resistance that they bring towards you.
DJ Raf, Coutinho was not as impressive in this game as he is in all other games. What do you think was the reason behind that?
When you're talking about a team like Barcelona, it doesn't really matter that Coutinho didn't perform as we expected because you have Messi scoring a goal, and that's a player that has not performed very well in the past games that we've watched. So I think it's okay that Coutinho didn't score. We've seen him score before. If you have players like Messi and you have Coutinho and you have Suarez, it just means you have more options to score, which is okay, which is good for the team in general.
If they say, for instance, let's take Liverpool, coming into the game, who do you think they'd be heavily reliant on? Is it Mo Salah, or who would they be reliant on for Liverpool?
Looking at a Liverpool team, what I'd say is they're more of a balanced team because every other player knows the role that they have to partake in. What I really like about Liverpool is the fact that Roberto Firmino, who's an out-and-out striker, would actually come back into the defense and actually pick the ball and be able to create chances for himself. So if anyone had the opportunity to actually use Liverpool, it's all about just balancing your team. Ensure Salah is at a position where you know he'll create because he has the vision, he has the pace, he has the tact, and of course, if you have money in your team, you know it's all about the flair, it's all about the pace. No one can match up to his speed in terms of defenders, especially if you have slow CBs who are playing in a specific team. Then utilize the pace because what Liverpool offers is a quick build-up play. That's what they're best known for. And they're also an attacking team. They come out all guns blazing, they won't defend. So at the end of the day, if someone is to pick up Liverpool, then it means you have to be that person who wants to play an all-out attack.
DJ Raf, no one has taken any of the North London teams, by that I mean Arsenal or Chelsea so far. What do you think is the reason behind that?
Well, I just think our gamers don't really believe that they can get the kind of firepower you want from the two teams. I usually play with Chelsea when I'm playing against Barcelona because I know they're going to hold Barcelona with their defensive tactics. But then again, in this game, it's not really about defense. You want players that are able to attack, that are able to score. And right now, as much as I want to see Chelsea being utilized, I don't really think we have that much firepower in Morata, in Giroud. We're really weak at the front, so that's probably the reason why.
All right. So what you've seen a Spanish team playing very well. I think someone's going to choose Liverpool from what I see on the screen. I have Juventus on the screen being chosen by someone. What do you think about Juventus as a team, DJ Raf?
Juventus is a really, really, really good team. They're able to attack very well, as we've seen before. And as I can see, we have now we have Juventus versus Manchester City. This is gonna be really, really interesting. Not very easy to call because both teams have a good attacking firepower. We expect some strong build-up. They're also strong at the back. So this is gonna be really interesting.
We have the 4-4-2 formation being chosen already by Juventus. I think the City team is trying to get something that would suit them with Kun Aguero being at the front. I don't know if they want him there by himself. They're settling for something more slender and more narrow. Let's see what it is. But before we get to them, DJ Raf, who's your money on, Juventus or Man City?
Well, at this point, I'd have to go with Manchester City. As much as I can see Juventus want to have Dybala and Higuain at the front, they have Costa, they have Cuadrado as options. I strongly believe that Manchester City, that is, if they have Sterling and Sane at the flanks, they're able to take this game quite easily. You know, they have options in Aguero, they have Jesus, if they want to change up the striking play, and I can see both players are having custom tactics. This is going to be interesting, but I'm going to go with Manchester City all the way.
All right, what about you, DJ Nish 254? Who's your money on?
I'm going to go for Juventus on this one because I think at the end of the day, it's all about the defense, it's all about the tact. They basically are exploiting whatever it is we want to see them exploit. We can see Cuadrado is at the right, Douglas Costa is on the left. They're both very speedy, creative players. And the strikers that are there, Dybala and Higuain, if they get one chance, they bang. So at the end of the day, it's going to be an interesting game. My money is on Juventus.
All right, the 4-3-3 formation is what's being chosen right now by Manchester City. So you have Aguero, Sane, and Sterling up at the very front. I wish them all the very best of luck. May the best man win. May the best team win. DJ Raf, real quick, do you think you're going to get more goals from this game?
Probably, especially from Manchester City. As much as I've seen, they've not placed Sane and Sterling at the far right and far left positions. They're really well placed still, and they're able to give us some good goals.
All right, we look forward to many more goals in this game. Back to you.
We're going to see a very interesting matchup here. Man City rocking the 4-3-2-1 formation, and Juventus to the 4-4-2.
Oh!
The 4-4-2 is a very classic formation. It's very even. It just gives you simple football. And the 4-3-2-1, on the other hand, is just a penetrating formation where you just want to attack because the front three are basically strikers because it's a right forward, left forward, and a striker. So I think we'll see a game that has quite a few goals unless the finishing is poor. We need to, just as a reminder, Mohamed is using Man City and Kitoto using Juventus. This is a very even fixture in my opinion. Although Man City have lots of pace, Juventus have the good defense. Where Juventus have very quick flanks. There's Kyle Walker at the end of the day. There's Benjamin Mendy. Benjamin Mendy. Oh, sorry about that. Benjamin Mendy may not be the fastest player, but he does have the good defending skill. And just like that, there's a goal for Leroy Sané, and he's showing the respect to the other player. Very good finish across the body, low driven. Very good finish there. Let's see how Juventus may respond to this goal by Man City. And just like I was saying, there's lots of attacking on this Man City side. Basically having three strikers up front. Leroy Sané again. Juventus may need to rethink their strategy because Man City seem to be taking the upper hand over them. Man City getting back the ball and Juventus getting back again. Cuadrado moves to Higuain. Paulo Dybala. The ball is won back again. Fernandinho has the ball. Kevin De Bruyne, can he create something here? He's in a flat line in the midfield. There's no attacking midfielders here. So there's no buffer between the midfielders and the strikers. But let's see how they'll respond to this here. Paulo Dybala, let's see what he can create here with his fellow Argentine. May he pass it back or he shoots? And the ball is won back by the Man City team. And it's a free kick for the Man City. Edison takes it. He might be playing it short. And yes, indeed, he is playing short. Leroy Sané. He finds Aguero. Can we see some Aguero action today? Good skill move there, but I think Chiellini just read that there. I think the player using Juventus, also known as Kitoto, did read that very well. Let's see how they can progress now. Higuain, can he find a man in front? And just slightly better finishing was needed there. That good chance created. The best way to win these games is just to capitalize on your chances. Marquisio, who finds Paulo Dybala, being more patient on his attack now. Kichoto needs to find a goal in order to come back here. Matuidi. Let's see how they can progress here. Kevin De Bruyne. Can he find Leroy Sané on the wide left? Or he does find Sterling. Aguero. Can he get Sterling again? Can this be a goal? Can he do the low driven? And it's chance. And it's offside. If he got it the first time, it would have been a goal, but the rebound by Leroy Sané was an offside. But good creative options there by the Man City team. Mohamed seems to be creating very good chances here for Man City, despite the fact that he doesn't have a central attacking midfielder and no buffer zone between the midfield and the attack. He seems to be rocking it. Juventus now. Let's see how they can respond from almost another goal by Man City. I think they need to create a few more chances now. Higuain with the shot, and it's direct at a defender, and the ball is out for a throw-in for Juventus. Ball is missed here. Kevin De Bruyne wins it back here. Lots of pace on the Man City attack. Let's see what he can do here, but just wasting a bit more time, and the ball is lost. Let's see what they can make out of this opportunity. He tries to find Paulo Dybala, but he finds Cuadrado instead. Takes an extra touch, and it's a penalty. Actually, a free kick. My correction. I think what he wanted to do was shoot, but instead he tackled, and it didn't end up quite good for him. But ball is won back here by Higuain. Let's see what chance they can create from it here. There's a run being made. Can he find it? And no, De Bruyne gets the ball back. And this may be another attack for City. It's an empty right flank there for Kyle Walker, who's quite fast on the game. Blazin Matuidi, Douglas Costa, Paulo Dybala. Let's see what we can create from this chance here. Cuadrado, will he cross it in to find Higuain, who's definitely an aerial threat? He just passes it to him instead. Can it just be a shot? But it's a corner instead. Goal kick, actually. It seemed very close there. Benjamin Mendy. David Silva. With this formation, you need to be very patient on your attack, because if you just try force it, there's not a lot of players in the midfield in all positions. And not unless your custom tactics are set to free roam on your midfielders. Let's see how he can recover from this. Can we see another goal here by Higuain? And ball is won back here by Man City. Benjamin Mendy. It's almost half-time. Let's see how we can move on from here. Leroy Sané with the ball. Benjamin Mendy giving him support, but instead he chooses to go down the middle. Ball is lost. Let's see if he can create something out of this. Kevin De Bruyne, Fernandinho. And it's half-time, 1-0. And Man City seem to be having the upper hand here. And it was an interesting first half. Lots of chances created here by Man City. There was going to be another goal, but unfortunately Leroy Sané was offside when he hit it. And let's see how the second half progresses.
The second half, but before we go on, Peter and Giroud and Caleste, please make your way to the studio. Peter and Giroud and Caleste, please make your way to the studio for your match. Peter and Giroud and Caleste, please make your way to the studio for the next match. I mean, Manchester City 1-0 ahead. Good job for them. Higuain many chances, but nothing yet. Dybala as well, but nothing yet. Maybe the English team will win for the first time. What do you think?
I think Man City have the upper hand here, unless Juventus really change up their tactics or their formation. I think in order to beat this Man City formation and tactics is to probably have more pressure on the midfield by pushing up your defense, because it's natural. If your defense line is slightly higher, midfield is also go higher. And they have no buffer zone between the midfield and the attack.
They don't. It's a very, very aggressive attack by Juventus, looking for opportunities. They've got Cuadrado. Cuadrado the shot.
Higuain! Oh. Let's see how they can recover from this.
Mendy to Silva. Silva to Sané. Sané keeps the ball. It's taken to him by Lichtsteiner.
Cuadrado to Lichtsteiner. Cuadrado again has been carded. It was a very interesting instance there where he wanted to shoot, but instead slide tackle and got a yellow card. Unfortunate.
Let's find KDB. He does. Who finds Sterling? Sterling on the right wing. Sterling.
It always amuses me how Sterling runs on the game. And
he is very interesting in how he runs.
Juventus on the attack. I think they need to work on this opportunity.
Marchisio.
Quadrado trying to sneak up behind Mendy.
Marchisio, he comes.
Almost one back and
Wait.
get a chance here, but it goes to Paulo Dybala.
Oh!
Paulo Dybala with a chance, and he capitalizes on this. What a goal for Dybala, and it's even Steven now.
It is. What an equalizer that is for Juventus. What an equalizer. 56 minutes in. It's about 34 minutes before the end of the match. There's still so much that can be done. 1-0, 1 Juventus, 1 Manchester City. It's 1-1.
And it all came from KDB almost getting an interception.
Oh, and he goes for goal himself. That was a bit wide. The foreign great footballer and goalkeeper.
Back, Quadrado. Let's see how far we can get to this attack. He's trying to make a run out on the right flank, but instead he decides to play down the middle. Let's see how
Matuidi.
Higuain.
Oh, dispossessed there.
And I think it's a free kick. Let's see what they can do with this free kick over here.
I don't think that was a foul at all. Are they going to make a run?
No need for a wall because he knows he's just going to pass it. Marchisio.
Possession of the ball.
If they get a goal here, it'll be very unfortunate because Man City did dominate the most of the game.
They'll have no one else to blame apart from themselves. Fernandinho trying to get the ball there. Matuidi.
Marchisio.
Oh, good tackle there. Good tackle.
Good old Vincent Kompany doing his work.
Aguero. Sterling loses out on that ball. Matuidi, he holds fort. Matuidi is still with the ball. Marchisio finds Higuain. Higuain finds Dybala. Looking for Higuain, looking for help. Marchisio,
just about gets the ball.
I mean, Juventus have come guns blazing. Everything out of the closet now.
Let's see what Blazing Matuidi can do. We pass it to Dybala. Higuain, can we get a chance from here? And it might be a
goal.
Oh my God! So close.
Oh my goodness, Juventus are coming with no one else.
That was the chance to take him closer to the 400,000 shillings.
Leaving nobody behind, Khedira is still in the substitute bench.
And just for missing that opportunity, he's out. Pjanic coming on.
Tough day. 1 goal Manchester City, 1 goal Juventus. Sterling stays in position there. Silva ahead now with Aguero. Sterling going a bit back. De Bruyne right behind the 2 centre forwards. Let's see what's going to happen in this part.
We're seeing Gabriel Jesus coming on now. I think he's going to bring a bit more pace onto the attack. And Pjanic also just coming on for Juventus after Marchisio misses out on that great opportunity.
So Jesus, let's see if he'll make any difference here. Sterling with the ball. Finds Aguero. Finds De Bruyne. Aguero with the ball. Goes wide. Very untypical of Aguero. KDB, Sané, a lot of possession here by Manchester City. I think they're trying to plan an attack, open up the defense. It hasn't worked for them. Matuidi gets the ball.
Can he find a man forward? He does find Higuain, which the ball is recycled by Pjanic. I think most of the ball is going through Pjanic. Matuidi. Let's see how they can progress from this.
Matuidi, will he go for the shot?
And he get the pass in? I think he is. Higuain!
That shot was a bit too late.
Sané needs to capitalize on this attack. They need to start pushing forward. Does he find Gabriel Jesus making the run? Yes, he does.
Oh, Sané
very close attack. Can he get a low-driven pass onto it, or will he shoot? He's going for the shot.
Oh, that was a terrible shot by Manchester City. Terrible shot.
Maybe he should have gone for the low-driven pass.
He should
into
have.
the
Pjanic
box.
there. Quadrado. This time. Quadrado. Higuain. An amazing playmaker Higuain standing out to be. Quadrado.
But standing on the third, he tries to get the skill move in with the drag back fake.
Sterling. De Bruyne. Back to De Bruyne. Jesus. Sterling. De Bruyne being the playmaker today. Kun Aguero.
Jesus
going to need help.
legs was making a run, but he just didn't see him. Raheem Sterling. Let's see what he can do with it. Maybe pass down the middle.
Kompany.
The ball is almost won back there by Douglas Costa, but Raheem Sterling is still on the ball. Gets to Sané. Can they make something out of this attack? There's lots of fresh legs inside the box, but no, it's getting intercepted by Juventus. Let's see what they can do with the ball now. Lichtsteiner. He doesn't have the pace to necessarily push forward, but he is a very good passer of the ball.
Matuidi, good pass there to Alexandro. Alexandro the ball. He's going to look for help. Finds Pjanic. Finds Higuain. Is that a penalty?
No, it's not.
The referees play on.
Kyle Walker. Lots of pace on this attack. Let's see if they can use it and utilize it as well as possible. We're looking for KDB, the magician in midfield. Jesus, Sane, will he make an opportunity out of this? Will he cross it in? Will it be a goal? Oh my God, it was close. The last kick of the game.
It's 1-1, end of 90 minutes. Let's see what the next 30 minutes has in store for us. Juventus 1, Manchester City 1. Dybala and Sane, the men behind those goals. Are they going to change something here?
I think you have to make changes in a game like this,
Definitely,
where it was so close, and it's just a matter of fresh legs to determine the winner.
De Bruyne looks exhausted. He's going to be switched for Sterling.
Danilo playing as a centre midfielder.
Danilo just came in.
I mean, that Danilo has decent pace and decent defending and physical. So, yeah, I'd assume he'll play CDM.
Yes, Madrid is out as well. Brought in Sami Khedira, the German there.
But then you need to remember that Khedira is quite a slow player compared to Matuidi, so their role may have to change quite a bit.
Yes, that's true. Pjanic, Steiner, just trying to hold up to as much position as they can. Juventus here. Dybala, Khedira, is he going to go? No pass, no shot, nothing. Kun Aguero, Jesus,
Sterling is moving forward.
Sterling is
Can he get a shot on it? And he's just, that physical wasn't good enough.
Good defensive work there by Juventus. Alexandro passes it to Costa. Back to Sandro. Khedira comes back. Pjanic. Steiner. Higuain is open. That would have been well offside if he had made that pass. Ronaldo, Khedira.
Close chance. You were so close. I think these are opportunities where you just need to finish those chances off because they don't come on quite often.
Dybala, they're looking for a brace.
Will they punish them for the chance that they missed out on? With a through ball to Aguero. Aguero
all the way past.
Aguero! What a shot. Respect once again. You've got to give him some respect for Mohamed showing him respect, celebrating.
One of Argentina's finest, finally making his name on the score sheet. Kun Aguero, fantastic goal, 101st minute. Juventus is saying we're not out to lose this. They're still here for the game. Looking for help, Pjanic.
And I said, there we go.
And
2-2. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a summary of FIFA 18. If you score, you better defend pretty well, otherwise you'll concede right after.
That was such a simple goal, such a porous defense there by Manchester City. That marks the end of the first half of extra time. An amazing, amazing goal.
Can we see another penalty shootout?
I think we see another penalty shootout.
It's towards the last few minutes of the extra time. 10 shots for Juventus so far. Man City only having 7, but Man City having more chances next to, closer to the goal. Sterling, Fernandinho, and it's the half.
It's the end of the first half, extra time. 2 goals in this extra half. 2 goals in 15 minutes.
It's been quite a tight game, if you ask me.
I mean, look at the Juventus team. They're exhausted. They're exhausted. And for a couple of... they're out of substitutions. Trying to make changes, but they're out of substitutions. You have Pjanic at the front. Dybala and Higuain doing very, very well. Aguero is exhausted. Sane is exhausted. Fernandinho is exhausted. Are they going to make it through to the next 15 minutes into penalties? Sane going forward.
I mean, there's been quite a few changes in play instructions as well. I wonder how that'll impact the game. Otamendi. Let's see how they play from now, because they're hanging on tight thread now.
They are. Bernardeschi is in for Cuadrado. Let's see if that makes any inference here.
Bernardo Silva. Let's see what he can make out of this chance. He passes Gabriel Jesus. Can he cross it in?
That should have been a cross.
But you see, the thing is, if he did cross, I think the Juventus players are a bit taller than the Man City players. So I think Aguero wouldn't have won the header out against Chiellini.
Well, goal goes out for a goal kick. Goes on, Juventus back on the attack. Costa with the ball. Costa still with the ball. Looking for options. He has Dybala.
And he's
a slight shove.
Company with great defending.
Wave on. Play on. Silva there. Pass it back to Danilo.
He's trying to force a pass to Leroy Sané, but didn't find it. And let's see how he'll respond to this.
Good defensive work there. Referee says it's a foul. 7 minutes to penalty shootout. The penalty shootout, 7 minutes.
The last penalty shootout went very interesting.
It did, yes.
Let's see what they can do now.
Juventus out to win this game, doing everything they can to swatch forward and forward and forward.
They should probably cross it in. They have quite a few tall
Alexander's going to cross it in. They're looking for a shot.
He gets the shot in.
Oh!
My word! He said no to Man City. What a goal there by Pjanic.
Oh my goodness. One chance, one goal is all it took for Juventus. They have 4 minutes to make a quick substitution, 4 minutes to make a change. Kun Aguero is going to be at the front by himself alongside Sane and Jesus. Right behind him, Fernandinho and Mendy. Fernandinho switched for Danilo.
3-4-2-1 just screams that you want to win the game.
It says you have everything you take, so you need to go for it.
Maybe we'll even see him going all-out attack.
I feel like Juventus still need just to hold the ball. They just need to get it and hold.
I think once Juventus get the ball, they need to be very careful what they do with it. Because if they lose the ball, they can't suffer. Can we see a classic? That's a classic case of FIFA 18. Just as I said it, every time you score, you need to be very careful on your defending because just like that, you concede and we might be seeing penalties.
We are going to see penalties. Mohamed scores their amazing, amazing goal.
That was the most classic case of FIFA 18.
Oh my goodness. You simply can't make this stuff up.
Let's see. Can he get another goal? Just after there was a goal. Can it be the most classic case of FIFA 18 of back-to-back goals?
Oh, he needs to shoot.
We might see it.
Oh! It's a last-minute goal. It's a last-minute goal by Kitoto. Last-minute goal. Oh my goodness.
This is a summary of FIFA 18.
Oh, Dybala.
Defend, defend, defend.
Oh my goodness. We
what
didn't see
an
that
entertaining
coming.
game of just watch.
Coming at all.
That was a crazy game.
Well done, Juventus. Well done.
They fought for it till the last second.
They gave it everything they had, Manchester City, but they couldn't do anything more.
Insane game we just watched.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's just a classic case of FIFA 18. Every time you score, you need to be careful on not to concede right after. It happens on Ultimate Team. It happens on season kickoff. It's the most frustrating thing, especially for Mohamed, who was Man City.
5 goals in extra time. 5 goals in extra time. DJ Ruff, did you see this coming, man? This is insane. Oh man, and this is insane, man. What did you think about it?
I think the most important thing when you score on FIFA 18 is be careful what you do right after. I mean, there's been tips by like pro players such as Boris Legend, where he says, as soon as you score and the other team is starting off, play the offside trap because that'll mean that your defense is slightly higher up and there's no that transition. Because we saw the opportunity where Cuadrado was just hovering around the box. He was just chilling, waiting for everybody to go, get into the right positions, and he just passes and it's a goal.
We have Moses Machunia and Olaba coming up. Moses Machunia and Olaba, please make your way to the gaming center. Moses Machunia and Olaba, please make it the gaming center. However, Juventus came from 4. They were ahead. They were doing well. But and then 3 goals in extra time. That says something about them. They were determined to win this.
I mean, at the end of the day, this is Africa E-Cup. It's 400,000 shillings for first place. You have to be very careful on how you play. You watch people like the game we just watched right now. You have to learn from it and see what you take from it.
Moses Machunia and Olaba. Moses Machunia and Olaba, please make your way to the gaming center. Moses Machunia and Olaba. What do you think about Man City? Do you think they gave it their all?
I mean, I said it in the beginning. They were playing the 4-3-2-1. You see, if you're playing the 4-3-2-1, there's a buffer zone that's empty because you have two CMs and a CDM. That central attacking midfield area is empty. Then you have the right forward, left forward, and a striker. So that whole buffer zone was empty. And you see, the thing is, Juventus midfield was packed.
Yeah.
So it's so easy to dominate that buffer zone, as you call it. The CDM had an easy job. He just watches the 2 attackers, which are essentially being watched by the left back and right back, and they can move on from there.
I mean, they changed the substitution. They made a change in their formation that got them a goal, but also cost them a goal.
Yeah.
Do you think they should have done that substitution, really?
No, I think the 3-4-2-1 is a very risky formation. You see, the thing is, with the 3-5-2, you have the 2 CDMs to look after that area. But you see, 3-4-2-1, everybody's forward, apart from the 3 centre-backs. And if you're one of the 2 of the 3 centre-backs are Vincent Kompany, Nicolas Otamendi. what's common about them? They're slow. You're playing 3-4-2-1 with two slow defenders. You're going to be punished.
Who do you think would have done a better job for Manchester City?
I think what they should have done is probably, if you want to play the 3-4-2-1, bring on John Stones. FIFA is a game about pace. If your defenders have pace, you'll excel. You can see it in the pro circuit. Most pros don't use players like Company. That 60-something pace will get you punished.
Tell me about Dybala, but first, Moses Mashuni and Olaba getting ready. Okay, that's great. I see them choosing their teams. Oh my goodness. Madrid is back.
And Man City is back too.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see how they will change and learn. We've seen Real Madrid so many times, we've seen City too many times. And I'm sure they've been watching these games. They've learned what's the weakness of these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, looking from last season, Manchester City did very, very well. Got 100 points plus in England. Madrid won the Champions League, and they're both amazing, amazing teams. Ronaldo is in, Benzema is in. You see Benzema making a comeback for this particular one. Modric is in. Marcelo takes a leading role ahead. Asensio, did he get Marcelo out?
Yeah, I think you'd rather have Asensio in that left mid position. And you see, the thing is, he's using the 3-5-2 formation. You have to play the other formation very carefully because the 3-5-2 is very attacking, but at the same time, those CDMs hold a very good ground in the defensive area.
I think it's the first game we're going to see without Marcelo. I don't know what to make of it, but then Marcelo out, Benzema in. Do you think Benzema is going to make a difference?
I think he will, because you see, the thing is, you have Modric behind, and Benzema has decent physical and finishing stats. You see, if you create the chance with Ronaldo, Asensio, Bale, Modric, you just have to feed Benzema, and just like that, he's scored.
Raheem Sterling is doing very, very well for Man City, but I don't feel like he's doing as best as is possible. No goals from him yet. A lot of runs, but nothing productive. What do you think is going on with Sterling?
I think Sterling is one of those players where you don't necessarily notice, but he's doing a lot in the game. And you see, in the previous game, we saw him playing in a wider spot. You see, now he's playing in a more central position, which, okay, he was at that point, which is a CAM. And now CM, of course. You see, he can bring the ball forward for the strikers and give them an easy pass.
What do you make of this game? How many goals?
I think this will be a game with many goals because it's a 3-5-2 versus a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow.
Do you think it's a 90-minute game or it's going to go to extra time?
I think it'll be a 90-minute game.
90-minute game.
Right.
Okay, so Moses is Man City and Olaba is Real Madrid. Again, Moses is Man City, Olaba is Real Madrid. I can't wait to see who wins this, man. May the best man win and may the best team win.
Right. So as the game is starting off, we've already gone for a pause, I think, just to change some settings, which are controller settings. And I want to see a different type of Real Madrid playing. Because I've been seeing a Real Madrid that's mainly focusing on possession. And what we want to see now is a counter-attacking Real Madrid because you have the players. You have Asensio, you have Bale, you have Ronaldo and Benzema. If you just play the counter-attacking football and just feed players like Benzema, it'll make your job quite easy. But then on the other side, there is the Man City playing the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. It's quite a wide formation versus a narrow formation. I don't know what to expect from this game. It all depends on who's controlling these players at the end of the day. And all we can expect from this is many goals. As they're setting up, we've seen different types of play styles so far. I think the most common type of play style we've seen today is a counter-attacking football. We haven't seen many possession-based players that focus on build-up, which is quite common for FIFA 18, if you ask me. The build-up players, I guess, their best game probably was FIFA 14. All those people who played FIFA 14 Ultimate Team, you know what I'm talking about. But as we're going into the game, super excited for this fixture. Let's see how it pans out. Real Madrid starting off the game. I wonder if they're going to try and get an early goal, but just like that, they've lost the ball with an unlucky pass. Otamendi pushing up the field, but coming back as soon as the game began. Otamendi. Fabian Delph. Can he find Sterling? No, he does not. He decides to find Aguero instead. Can they make an opportunity out of this? One chance. He finds Kyle Walker. Can he get someone in the box? And no, it is a corner. I'm curious to know whether he'll play it short or go for the near post. And he went for the near post. Can Aguero get it? And no, Aguero is too short to get those near post chances. maybe if he aimed for a Vincent Kompany, who's quite famous for headers for Man City. Raheem Sterling. Straight to the keeper's hands. Let's see how Madrid can respond to that Man City attack. Sergio Ramos, Sensu. They should exploit the flanks, in my opinion, since it's a 3-5-2, which is pretty wide, and a 4-1-2-2, which is narrow. So if the 3-5-2 is exploited well, I think they can get a lot out the flanks. Easy save again for Navas. Straight to the keeper's arms. Lost the ball again. I think Madrid do have a bit of a height advantage within this game. There's lots of short players within the Man City side. So aerial threat definitely goes to Madrid. Gareth Bale with the ball. Let's see how we can progress from this opportunity. Man City with the chance. Can you see David Silva with no Toni Kroos intercepts the ball. And now it's an attack for Real Madrid. Let's see what they can do with the ball. Toni Kroos. Can you find Karim Benzema? Can we see some Karim Benzema action? And no, he just pressed down a leg one last time, which was unnecessary. He should have dribbled past it or looked for a pass. And I think these are the places where you see the disadvantages of Karim Benzema. Very silly play there. Can Leroy Sané get it? Oh my word! He pressed the shoot button a bit too early. David Silva tries to go for the volley, but misses the ball entirely. Is he looking for Ronaldo? No. It was a forced pass, and Man City now have possession. What can they do with this possession? Kyle Walker to Kevin De Bruyne. Let's see how Man City can deal with this. Silva. Can he go to Aguero? What a goal for Sergio Aguero. I've seen quite a lot from him in this tournament. Good finish across the body. Good play by Man City. I wonder how Real Madrid and Ola can respond to this. Another attack from Man City. Sergio Aguero again. The ball is lost. Casemiro. He's trying to find someone else. Karim Benzema. Gareth Bale. Toni Kroos. Let's see what they can do with this opportunity. They need a goal here. Gareth Bale, can we go for a low-driven pass? And it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh my God! How did he miss that opportunity? These are the chances that will punish you in the end. So close. From one of the best players in the world. Completely bottled it. Kevin De Bruyne. Raheem Sterling. Is that a foul? And is it a penalty? Yes, it is a penalty. Real Madrid are in big trouble now. If they do concede this, they need to look for 3 goals. Sergio Aguero with the penalty. Can he get this in? And just like that, Sergio Aguero down the middle. 2 goals for him. And Man City do have the easy lead. Real Madrid definitely need to respond to this. 3 goals are needed here for Real Madrid to take the game before extra time. The 3-5-2 is being punished at the moment by the 4-1-2 narrow. Can he find Ronaldo? No, he does not. Ball is intercepted. The passes are being rushed and they're being punished for it. I can see a man running for it. Right, can he go back to the flank? Kyle Walker with the pace. And he finds Sergio Aguero. Can it be a hat-trick already? Oh my God, he goes for the chip! So close! Tries to go for a fancy finish of the hat-trick, but he just about misses it. Very good play there by Man City. Good ball by Kyle Walker. Real Madrid on the ball. Marco Asensio. Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's see what they can do with this attack. Cristiano Ronaldo, can he pass it in? And the ball is intercepted very well by Nicolas Otamendi. Ball is intercepted again. Casemiro. Modric, Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema! Straight to the keeper's hands. Unlucky for him. Kroos, Modric. Let's see what he can do with this opportunity. Can it be a goal? Oh my God, good goal there. Just what they needed before halftime. Now that they have 1 goal, it shall make the half slightly easier. Good goal there by Madrid. Man City need to score one more goal to secure their win. Even two. Real Madrid with the ball again, but they lose it with a careless pass to Man City. David Silva, can he find Aguero? Aguero again. Sane, he should have passed it one more time and it would have been in the legs of Aguero. He would have had his hat-trick. Cristiano Ronaldo, can he use that pace and dribbling? Can he use that 5-star skills to get somewhere? But instead he gets Modric. Can Modric do something with this opportunity? Is it a penalty? No, it's not. And Man City recover from that counter-attack by Real Madrid. Sergio Aguero with the ball. Let's see what he can do. He's been very dangerous in this game. Raheem Sterling looks for Kevin De Bruyne. And he finds Leroy Sané with a cheeky pass. Classy, classy, classy goal there by Man City. Lots of creativity being used there. The cheeky pass in the end. And well-deserved goal there by Man City and Leroy Sané. Moses currently controlling Man City, seems to be dominating at the moment. I think Alaba needs to review his tactics, review his formations and counter this great attacks by Moses. Let's see what we do here now. And it's interesting to see how Real Madrid, which is supposed to be the more dominant side, is being dominated by a team from England, Man City. If you look at the quality of the players, there's no Cristiano Ronaldo, but they seem to be doing the job. David Silva goes to Raheem Sterling. Can he get a shot off this? And just going wide. He needs to capitalize on those chances. Otherwise, if Madrid make a comeback, he will look back and say he should have scored them. Looking for Leroy Sané. Those through balls have been quite effective with Fernandinho with a shot. Just goes wide. Once again, if Madrid do make the comeback, we will look back and say they should have scored those chances. But through balls seem to be working really well for Man City at the moment. Direct football, as you would call Route 1. Kevin De Bruyne, can he get a cross in for Sané? And once again, the Madrid players are slightly taller than the Man City players, therefore overpowering them. Kevin De Bruyne. Cristiano Ronaldo trying to get back the ball. Also Asensio, he tries to swap the wing and he gets it successfully. Plays it back, which is a smart play. Cruz, can he get the through ball? Can he see the Ronaldo run that's coming? And Walker gets the ball quite comfortably. Otamendi, Silva. Can they move on from this? Can it be a through ball here? He should have been slightly harder if he wanted it to go straight into the running lane. Can it be Aguero goal? So close for Aguero. He's really hungry for that hat-trick. Moses wants Aguero to have that hat-trick really badly. Is he going to get it now? Kyle Walker. Fernandinho. Let's see what the mastermind KDB can do here. Can we see another cheeky pass from a cheeky play from the Man City? Kevin De Bruyne is offside. Moses seems to be creating lots of chances so far. And Bale seems to be coming off for Alaba. In place of Vasquez. Fresh legs, but Bale would have done quite a lot there. Maybe subbing off Asensio instead. But Karim Benzema with the chance. Can he finish this off? Can this be a goal? But Vincent Kompany simply outmuscles him. And the ball goes back to Man City. There's not that much time for Alaba to come back. Leroy Sané. Sterling. Delph. Let's see what can happen here. And ball is gotten back. Vasquez. He's making a run with Rafael Varane, which is quite unique. And Rafael Varane is still going forward. Oh, he's gone back. Cristiano Ronaldo, let's see what he can do. Can we see any skill moves here? And what a shot! Just slightly wide. And it was on the strong foot of Cristiano Ronaldo. Alaba needs to remove all the tricks out of his sleeve, because he is down 3-1. Moses seems to be outclassing him in the attacks. Kyle Walker, let's see what he can do. He passes it back to Kevin De Bruyne. Can he find someone else? David Silva with the bad control, which is very different to hear from David Silva. Kyle Walker, David Silva again. He finds Kevin De Bruyne. Can he go for a shot? And it's a goal for Kevin De Bruyne. 4-1. Moses is leading 4-1. Sad sights, but very classy play here by Moses. Let's see how they can recover from this 4-1. It'll take a lot of goal-scoring ability and a goal right now in order for them to come back. Sergio Aguero, David Silva. Let's see how they can move on from this. Ball is won back, and no, it's a free kick for Man City. Can they get another goal to make it 5-1? He goes for the simple pass. Raheem Sterling. Modric wins it back. I think he needs to hold on to the ball now, because if he keeps on giving Real Madrid the ball, they might do something with it, just like right now with Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he get this finish right now? And it's rushed shot there by Cristiano Ronaldo. If he spent a bit more time on it, I think he would have gotten the goal. Probably a low-driven finesse would have gotten the ball at the back of the net. Kyle Walker. Can Man City get another goal here? Kyle Walker with a chance. Can he pass it? And no, he does not. Lucas Vazquez. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo, let's see what Ronaldo can do with this opportunity. Ronaldo. Can he get a shot? And it's a corner. I think finding a balance between shooting early and shooting late is what Real Madrid are lacking. Timing your shot is one of the most important things, and it's a goal! Consolation goal there for Varane. Here for Man City. They need to hold on to this lead. Five more minutes left. What can they do with this? Is it game over? He seems to be passing around the back, wasting some time. He does not want to lose the ball now, otherwise he will be in a sticky situation. 2 minutes left. Can Man City get another goal? And Kevin De Bruyne! 5-2. And it's confirmed there that Man City most probably have won the game with a win for Moses. And Oliver definitely needs to go back to the books and see what's going wrong. And Baraka, just like that, I was talking about.
Just like that.
There's going to be many goals, didn't I say it?
You did 7 goals. 7 goals feel like this is turning out to be.
And they make an opportunity from this. Can it be 8 goals?
Oh, Real.
One more.
Oh, I don't think we're going to get to 8 goals today. Oh, never say never. Never say never.
Man City with the opportunity. What can they do with this opportunity? What a nice
pass.
Oh my word, that was a great pass there. Flare pass. So close, but it ends up being a corner. I think they've seen out the game and it's a win for Man City. Being controlled by Moses.
This surely must be it. Waiting for the final call from the referee.
He's probably going to send it
back. There you go. Well done. We're going to have a quick transition. Next in the studio are Stanley Mora and Cornelius. In the studio, Stanley Mora and Cornelius. In the gaming booth, Renick and Johnny. In the gaming booth, Renick and Johnny. In the studio, Stanley Mora and Cornelius. Gaming booth, Renick versus Johnny. Let's get it started. That's an amazing, amazing thriller. Who would have thought those many goals were going to go in?
I knew, basically, based off of the formations they were playing, it was very different strategies from both sides. And they just wanted the goals, and we did see them.
DJ Raf, did you see that coming?
Be honest, I did, because you see, Olaba actually lost 5-1 in the first game against Caleste, and in the second one, he lost 5-2 against Moses, who had the better football. He was really creative. I think Moses is one of the most creative players we've seen so far. And Olaba wasn't able to take advantage of his chances, and that is why he lost.
Five goals by Man City. I mean, DJ Nish, Man City untouchable this far.
I told you at the end of the day, it also all depends on the tact of the player that's playing. And as you can see, this guy decided to just use skill moves to be able to totally outclass the opponent. And of course, most of the goals were actually superb, man. He had a flick on for one of the goals that was amazing, that had everyone lifted off their seats. It was an amazing game to watch.
Very, very interesting. And I think Manchester City, Sterling came guns blazing. You had Kun Aguero, you had KDB. They did an amazing job. DJ Raf, who stood out for you in Man City?
Well, for me, I would have to say the three players at the front all stood out because they were able to work very well together to be able to create chances. You realize that once you have, when you have such quality players and you're playing this football where you give them a chance to open up the play and you're able to pass, to have those through passes going, you're definitely going to win. So I think that combination, we've seen it very well utilized by Moses, and I strongly believe he's one of those players that we're going to see go to the very end. And I believe also Caleste is someone that has shown a lot of class, and a couple other players.
Dijanish, is this the curse of Benzema? Benzema was in playing again, and they lost. Is this the curse of Benzema?
I think probably it has nothing to do with Benzema. I think we are looking too much into it. And at the end of the day, it all falls down again to the tact. He's used Real Madrid from the beginning. Not been able to change, switch up the formation a bit. I think at the end of the day, if you see you're losing, I said, attack, attack, attack. That's the only best form of defense. If you're being attacked, you need to attack. If you lose, at the end of the day, at least you lose fighting.
Did you feel like Madrid fought enough, the Giraffe? Were they out to win this really?
I think they did, because we had a couple of chances wasted, 2 or 3 chances, clear chances that everyone thought they were supposed to take well. Something we have to note is Benzema actually scored. That was a bit of a shocker. So I think maybe other guys who are going to use Real Madrid are going to have Benzema in. Doesn't really matter. But what matters is, are you able to take your chances well? He wasn't able to take his chances well, and I believe that is why he lost.
I mean, the Madrid team looked a bit tired and they didn't utilize all their substitutes. Nish, do you think that's a reason for their loss today?
I think at the end of the day, it's not even about using your substitutes, because even if you use your substitutes, what impact are you trying to bring into the game? As Raf said here, Ronaldo missed a sitter. He was alone. And at the end of the day, it's all about converting your chances. You'll get that one chance that you won't score. And we all know in FIFA, once you lose a chance on the counter-attack, chances are high your opponent is going to score against you. So if you get that one chance, capitalize on it, convert, and then sit pretty.
5 goals, a lot of goals. Which one goal stood out for you guys? From Man City. Which is what one goal that stood out for you?
For me personally, I have to say the goal at the end, De Bruyne, because no one expected him to actually get to it. He actually got the header in, and the keeper was furious at his defenders.
Did you, Raf?
Well, for me, I think it was the second goal where the attacking play was really well organized. I prefer those goals where 3 players are combined to just create that goal, and the final shot was really, really, really nice.
I feel like Madrid lost this game because they gave up too soon, especially after the 3rd goal. What did you say? What's that one point where they stopped fighting, DJ Nish?
I think at the end of the day, it all falls down to the player. We talked about this from the beginning of this tournament. We talked about the mentality. The first few games, you're sizing out your opponents. As the game goes on, you start wearing out. Mentally, your mind becomes fatigued. So that one chance where you slip is when your opponent is going to capitalize on you. So definitely maintain your focus towards the game. That's why guys actually inside the lounge, it's just you and the game.
Who in Manchester City stood out for you guys? I mean, KDB did an amazing job, and Aguero did an amazing job. One name, who stood out for you?
I think for me, it has to be Sane.
Sane, what about you, Raf?
I'd have to say KDB. He was able to organize and able to just push the ball forward and get the team going. You mentioned something about why we were able to see 5 goals. Maybe that's one thing Olaba is definitely going to have to consider. In the 2 games, he's conceded 10 goals, and that's a lot of goals, so he's going to have to work on his defense.
Okay, we have Madrid coming up against Arsenal. And I mean, first time ever seeing Arsenal here. What do you make of it? Is any of you rooting for Arsenal? DJ Nish?
Definitely it's been the year for the underdogs. Croatia in the final, so why not? I'm Arsenal all the way.
What about you, DJ Raf?
I'm going to have to go with Arsenal. It's the first time we're seeing them playing. We've seen Real Madrid so many times. I'd like to see some action from Arsenal.
Well, Lacazette joined them recently, and Aubameyang with lots of promise. Do you think they're going to live up to the hype in this game?
I think at the end of the day, it all falls down to how you particularly use the player. If the Arsenal player actually manages to use Aubameyang to his best of his abilities, I think it's going to cause quite a bit of a problem for the defenders, because we know he's the most pacey player actually on this FIFA 18. So if you give him through balls that he has to run towards, it's going to be a problem.
Both teams are using the exact same formation, 4-1-2-1-2. What do you make of that, DJ Raf?
This is quite interesting. Again, it all depends on how you utilize your players and the quality of your players. We have Bale and Ronaldo at the front for Real Madrid, Aubameyang and Lacazette at the front. CAM is Mkhitaryan. If it was me, I'd have had Ozil in that position. We'll see how that works.
All right, we have Real Madrid versus Arsenal playing right about now. I'll be letting you know who's playing who. Renick is playing for Arsenal and Johnny is playing for Real Madrid. May the best man win, and indeed may the best team win. The hashtag is PSG Africa. Keep the conversation going.
It's a very interesting matchup we're about to watch here. Real Madrid versus Arsenal. One we didn't think we'd see. Arsenal having a pretty good team on FIFA, if you ask me, because they're only having the good pace at the back. Ramsey pretty good in the middle, with El Neni being the defensive player, Bellerin bringing also some pace, and Aubameyang. If you hear Aubameyang's name, you just hear pace. But you can see Real Madrid are already on the attack. Can he see Bale? Can this be an early goal? And Peter Cech denies that opportunity. Let's see what they can do here. Modric, can he cross it in? Can he find Cristiano Ronaldo? No, he does not. Jack Wilshere, a legend of the Arsenal game. What can he do here? He tries to find Lacazette. Lacazette is also a pretty quick player. You're seeing lots of pace in the Arsenal attack. And he finds Aubameyang, and just like that, he outpaces everyone. Sloppy finish there by the Arsenal man. Plays it out from the back. Risky considering the fact that they were so close to Aubameyang. Marcelo getting the ball. Let's see what they can do. They're slowing down the game as of now. I think if you slow down the game, you understand how it's going, and you slowly start progressively building up your play, you can't get the results you want. Cristiano Ronaldo, though, taken down, and that's an easy free kick. Ronaldo, can we see a pass being given? And yes, it is. Can he find back Ronaldo? Ronaldo making the run, but Rafael Varane gets the ball. Karim Benzema, what can he do with this opportunity? He plays it back like an England side. And Karim Benzema, Bale, Varane, can he take a shot? Who would have thought Rafael Varane would be back trying to shoot from the box? Let's see how Arsenal can respond from that attack. The right flank of the Arsenal side is very lethal, if you ask me. Henrik Mkhitaryan, though, creating an opportunity, and it's also stopped. Careless ball there. Passed back just as an English side. Bellerin, Jack Wilshere. Let's see what they can do with this opportunity. Alexander Lacazette. Can he find the back pass? Can it be a shot? He waits so much time on that. If he shot it earlier, definitely would have gotten in. It was an easy across the body shot, but unlucky for Arsenal. Gareth Bale. Let's see what he can do here. Can he cross it into Cristiano Ronaldo? No, he tries to get a low-driven cross. Unlucky. Jack Wilshere, Henrik Mkhitaryan, Santi Cazorla. Let's see what Monreal can do with this opportunity. Aubameyang. No run being made there by Aubameyang. He should have held L1X in order for him to make that run. Santi Cazorla, Aubameyang with a great opportunity. Santi Cazorla. Modric. Let's see, can Ronaldo get back the ball? He's wide. I wonder who's going to be making runs forward. Modric and Bale. Who can he find? And he finds Bale, and ball is punched away by Peter Cech. Jack Wilshere with the ball. Lacazette. We haven't seen much action in terms of goals as of yet. It's been 30 minutes that have gone by. Can we see more goals before the half time reaches? Maybe we would have thought that a Real Madrid side would have scored already against an Arsenal side. Ball is won back again. Modric. Cristiano Ronaldo. I think they keep on attacking through one flank. Maybe trying a different side, but Aubameyang's attack is stopped as he runs directly at the defender. Cristiano Ronaldo, is he going to make a run? You can see Modric as well. He has plenty of options. And it's intercepted quite well by Bellerin. How can they respond? Probably the counter-attack. Lacazette, let's see what Lacazette can do on the ball. Can this be the first goal of the game? And it's taken out by Rafael Varane. Can we see a cross in by Jack Wilshere? And it's a goal! First goal of the game. And it's counted as a Wilshere goal. Maybe it was an own goal. Yes, it was an own goal by Keylor Navas. It almost looked like Koscielny got his head on it, but it was Navas at the end of the day who took it in. So Arsenal is winning against Real Madrid. I didn't think I'd ever have to say that in my life. Modric, Casemiro, Marcelo. Let's see what they can do with this attack. Cruz again. Sergio Ramos. Casemiro, what can they do again? Karim Benzema, can we see a goal from him? No, we cannot, as his fellow Frenchman gets the ball. Henrik Mkhitaryan. Lots of pace on this attack. How can Madrid defend against this lethal attack? The Ronaldo chop comes in. And Mkhitaryan just about misses it. Cruz. Ball is won back. Careless pass there by the Madrid side. Arsenal seem to be dominating Real Madrid. That's another thing I didn't have to think I'd have to say in my life. Modric. And it's half-time there with Arsenal winning 1-0 from an own goal from Keylor Navas from a good cross from Jack Wilshere. Arsenal have the most shots and possession. Let's see how Real Madrid can come back from this. Marcelo. Can he find Karim Benzema? Who finds Bale? Back to Marcelo. Can they score from this kickoff? Dani Carvajal. Karim Benzema. Casemiro trying to control that CDM position, but it goes straight to Marcelo's head. He needs to outmuscle Mkhitaryan, and no, he does not. And Mkhitaryan gets the ball quite easily for Arsenal. Arsenal seem to be dominating at the moment. With Monreal with the ball. Pass it back to El Neni. Let's see what they can make out of this opportunity. Can he get a pass to Mkhitaryan? Mkhitaryan gets the ball and it's taken back by Real Madrid. Karim Benzema. Can he find Ronaldo? Ronaldo has the ball. Can he get this one-on-one right? And he takes it too early. If he just took 2 more steps, I think he would have gotten it right in. Takes a cross in. He's being pushed off. Unlucky. But Rafael Varane is quick to get back the ball. Modric to Cruz. We know Cruz can hit those, and he just about missed it. He might take it short or look for someone in the box, and he looks for Cristiano Ronaldo, but instead comes Karim Benzema. Bellerin, Jack Wilshere, Henrik Mkhitaryan. That trio of Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang and Lacazette has proven to be quite effective. Let's see if they can create more chances. But now Cristiano Ronaldo tried to create a chance with Bale, but Bale losing the ball. Quite unlucky there by Real Madrid. Let's see how Arsenal can respond by that Real Madrid attack. Maybe by creating a new chance. Mkhitaryan who gets the ball to Aubameyang. Aubameyang to Santi Cazorla. Monreal. Can he find a man in the box? Or will he pass it in? And he finds Aubameyang and punched away by Keylor Navas. Gareth Bale. So far slow attack. He might be making a run there. Can he find Cristiano Ronaldo? And just about misses it out. And direct shot to the keeper. Maybe if it was timed slightly better, he would have gotten it in. Unlucky. Arsenal on the attack now. What can they do with that deadly trio up front of Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette? Real Madrid on the attack. We haven't seen a Real Madrid goal so far. Maybe this may be the first one. Modric. Back to Cristiano Ronaldo. Playing around Ronaldo as of now. Cruz to Gareth Bale. What can they do with this opportunity? Go back to Ronaldo. He tries to force it in, and that's not enough to take a goal. He should have taken the corner, but it goes straight to a goal kick. Seems to be a change of formation from Real Madrid and Arsenal. 4-2-3-1, I guess just to confirm the game for him. Kolasinac with insane physical on the game. For anyone who's tried him, they know what I'm talking about. And we're seeing Mesut Ozil join that deadly trio, so we can make it the four of them now attacking. So not only are they trying to see out the game, but to get one or two more goals. And Real Madrid playing the 4-3-2-1. You have to really know how to play it in order to use it. Otherwise, you'll be exposed in the midfield. Let's see how Arsenal see out the rest of the game and whether Real Madrid can get a goal back to take us to extra time. The last few minutes of the game are usually the hardest for any team because anything can happen. "20 minutes to go. Let's see what Real Madrid can do in order to come back with some fresh legs on the pitch." Same with Arsenal. They're trying to get one more goal. Real Madrid already on the ball. But Bellerin pushes off Cristiano Ronaldo. Elneny. Kolasinac who just came on. Monreal. Let's see how they can progress from here. Karim Benzema. Let's see how we can move on from here. They need this goal in order to go closer to that 400,000. We didn't expect to see sites where Arsenal are beating Real Madrid. He almost got it through to Lacazette. Unlucky there. It was intercepted. Asensio. Let's see what he can do with this opportunity. Gareth Bale with the fake shot. Can he make something out of this chance? And no. The ball is won back. Aubameyang. He finds Mkhitaryan. Can he make an opportunity out of this chance? And no. And yes, Aubameyang gets it back for Arsenal. The Gunners need one more goal to confirm their spot in the next round. Lacazette. Ball is won back and then given back again. Every time Real Madrid get the ball, they lose it in a careless way. They need to be more patient as soon as they get the ball back. And it's Aubameyang! Just about wide. Unlucky for them. We're getting closer to the end of the game. Just 5 minutes left. Marco Asensio. Karim Benzema. They have just a few attacks left. 3 minutes left on the clock for Real Madrid. Can they make this something up? This Ronaldo opportunity. Cristiano Ronaldo says he wants to go to extra time. And it's 1-1. All level. Unlucky because Arsenal had the game covered the whole time until the last 3 minutes. Renick almost had the game secured, but Johnny wanted to come back, and 1-1 it is, and we're about to see extra time. I wonder what will happen now in extra time, now that it's even. Arsenal almost had it covered. Change of tactics maybe. Kolasinac. Aubameyang. There's no way we'll see another classic case of FIFA 18.
Alright, and final call for Kamal and Yuki. Kamal and Yuki, please make your way to the studio. Kamal and Yuki.
Gareth Bale, can he make something out of this opportunity? Or will we see extra time once again? And yes, we will. I wonder if there'll be a change of tactics in this extra time period.
Kamal and Yuki, please make your way to the studio. Kamal and Yuki. They're going down their way. Yeah. When it's been. How late? I have Kevin in the car taking them now.
Seems to be a few
the one who's taking them.
tactical changes here by Real Madrid. Nothing major. Arsenal rechanging a few things here and there. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the attack. Can he find Ozil? I know he does not, but he finds himself in front. Is that a free kick? No, it's not. And it's a clean tackle there by Sergio Ramos. Marcelo in the attack. Asensio. Let's see how he builds up from here. He finds Isco. Can he find another man on the flank? And yes, he does. He finds Dani Carvajal. Can they make something out of this opportunity and make it 2-1? After Arsenal had the lead most of the time. They haven't had the lead yet, and they went close.
They did go close.
But Peter Cech had it saved.
The English team playing very, very well against the Spanish team.
Kolasinac.
Aubameyang, Welbeck, man who didn't play much in the World Cup.
Finds Ozil. Bellerin. El Neni. Let's see how they move forward. Lacazette. Aubameyang, will he have a shot? And he gives it. Wasted chance there by Danny Welbeck. That guy Welb's failing to convert.
Kamal and Yuki, please make your way to the studio. Kamal and Yuki, please make your way to the studio.
Isco. Rafael Varane. Dani Carvajal. Let's see how they move on from here. Gareth Bale.
Oh, good turn, Gareth Bale. Good turn, good turn. Casemiro.
Can they make something out of this opportunity?
He needs to pass that ball back, Casemiro. He does that to Varane. Varane looking for options around him. He finds Carvajal. Carvajal looking for options as well. Finds Casemiro. Casemiro, Isco. Isco is going to cross pass it to Benzema. The Frenchman can't do anything with it. You see another first half of extra time.
I wonder if we're going to see penalties in this game.
I think we're going to see penalties. Real 55% on ball possession.
Madrid seem to be dominating from now on. What do you think?
I think Madrid is doing a fantastic job, but Arsenal are not people to joke around with, man. They could win either way.
I think we're going to see Vasquez coming on. Maybe in an attacking position since Benzema is low on stamina. He's brought on Kovacic instead.
The next players. Next players.
Yeah. Vasquez might be going on the wing also. He's playing striker, which is odd to see. I would have probably predicted Cristiano Ronaldo to move into the striker position and Vasquez down the wing. But he has other plans in mind. Sergio Ramos. Casemiro. Dani Carvajal. Let's see what they can do now. Few minutes left. And then it might be a penalty shootout where it's just a matter of luck. Asensio. One back by Isco. What can Isco do with this opportunity? He finds Carvajal. He's being patient in the attack. He gets the ball back. And he finds Vasquez, who bottles the opportunity. Kolasinac recycling the ball. Let's see what they can do as soon as they get it from now. Kolasinac. Ozil. What can they do now in order to come back from this tight game?
An amazing deadlock here. Real Madrid won, Arsenal won. No one seems to want to go home now.
If you ask me, I would not want to take this game to penalties because penalties can end one way or the other in such unlucky ways.
Indeed they can, indeed they can.
Trying to make some running progress with Kolasinac, who isn't known for his running but more for his physical. He's making progress. Cristiano Ronaldo can. Ronaldo pull
Bale.
through.
Carvajal finds Bale again. Bale with the turn finds Asensio, who's out for Marcelo. Vasquez, shot. Oh my goodness, that must have been the final attempt. We're going to see a penalty shootout tonight between Real Madrid and
Unless they get a go here. One last opportunity.
I don't think they're going to get a goal.
Penalty shootout.
Definitely a penalty shootout.
Who do you think will prevail in this situation?
I think this one's going to go to Madrid.
I think it's a matter of luck, and Peter Cech has been quite good the whole game. Arsenal aren't known for being this close to Real Madrid in terms of these type of situations, which is quite unique, if you ask me.
Can you hold it down here? I need to go.
Just transition the next game, then you can go.
Okay.
Let's see what Ronaldo can do here.
Ronaldo! Peter Cech! Ronaldo!
It's all a matter of mind. That was anticlimactic, if you ask me. Let's see what he does now. His target is on, it's up to.
Oh! Ronaldo misses the
Target
penalty.
should be
Who would have
off.
thought that day would count?
Considering the fact that it is professional rules, target should be off. Lacazette.
Oh!
Saved again.
One miss Madrid, one miss Arsenal. Peter Cech, Gareth Bale. Peter Cech, Sheckman, and Bale. Oh!
Are we going to see a penalty being scored here? Might be a match of 2-1 or something along the lines.
Oh my God!
Where have
This is the goalkeeper season, isn't it?
Where have the shooting boots gone?
I have no idea.
Let's see what
Isco. All hopes are on Isco.
Straight
Saved
to the
yet
keeper.
again.
Someone locate these shooting boots. They've gone
Oh my
missing.
goodness. Is Welbeck going to be the first one to break this deadlock?
Imagine if it's that guy Welbs.
I mean, he didn't get play at the World Cup. Let's see if
Will
we
it
are
be
wrong.
that guy Welbs? That
Oh,
guy
it
Welbs.
is.
He is the first one to get the penalty.
Sergio Ramos, the captain, misses.
Straight to the keeper.
One more by Arsenal. If they win this, they have it. Actually, no, if they score, they sail in.
Ozil seals the game, and Arsenal have won Real Madrid
Well done.
in this close matchup.
Well done, Arsenal.
Unlucky for Johnny. Renick taking the win here with Arsenal. These are sides we didn't think we would see.
Yeah, I mean, DJ Ralph and DJ Nish 254. What do you make of this amazing, amazing match? DJ Ralph, DJ Nish, what do you make about this match?
This is that game that had us thinking so much because you didn't know who was going to win it, who was going to take it. It went all the way to penalties. We were out here nearly about to, I want to say bad words, lakini wacha sitasema. But it's been an interesting game. Both players ended up taking their 1-1 chances. It went all the way down to penalties. And Arsenal came out on top, man. So congrats to Renick.
I mean, they had amazing, amazing chances. DJ Raf, what do you make of this game for you?
Well, something we have to mention, we mentioned earlier, is the importance of penalties in this competition. I think for the players, maybe in the next contest, you're going to have to really, really practice your penalty shootouts because in the end, Arsenal has won. Real Madrid had more possession and they had more chances. They weren't able to take those chances. In the end, it's really about taking your chances well. If you're not able to do that and it comes down to penalties and you didn't actually rehearse, you didn't prepare for your penalties, then it becomes a problem.
All right, DJ Nish, did you think this is how it was going to end?
Yeah. I didn't think it was going to go all the way to penalties, but I had my eye on Arsenal actually winning. As per the advice, we said Aubameyang needs to be out on the wide so that he can cause the problems to the defenders. And Renick used him actually quite well because all his through balls were centered towards the wide, and Aubameyang actually stayed wide the whole time. So he was running in and causing a lot of problems for Sergio Ramos.
I mean, DJ Raf.
Yes.
Real Madrid played very, very well, but still very unlucky. Games ended as 1-1. So what do you think is the reason behind them not scoring many goals as much as they wanted to?
Well, we were able to see a really good finesse shot by Ronaldo. And I think we keep saying when you have these quality players, you need to take your chances. I think through this competition, we've seen too many extra passes, you know, when you want to have that perfect goal. Remember, you're playing against someone that has played this game for a very, very long time. They're going to see your through passes. So maybe something that is going to get your opponent off guard is actually taking that shot and risking it. And they weren't able to do that.
Do you think they took enough shots as Arsenal?
I think at the end of the day, for me, what I'd say it was an even matchup. Cristiano Ronaldo again came to the front when it mattered the most, scored the equalizer for Real Madrid, and of course took the game to extra time. Extra time was a bit nervy because it was jittery. Guys were all over. You know, this is that one chance where you're saying that 400K, you can touch it, but you can't have it yet until you win your matches. So at the end of the day, I can say all the players brought out the best stops. Now we'll have to wait and see what the next game has in store for us.
All right, so on your take, if Arsenal were to meet Real Madrid again, would you do anything different?
Well, I think it really, really depends on the player, how you want to organize your team. I think on FIFA, Arsenal is able to match any team, any team. I'd like to see someone else take Arsenal, and I'm still waiting for Chelsea, to see Chelsea play.
And we saw a very unique team coming up, which was Arsenal. And I bet all of us low-key thought that they won't manage the Real Madrid. We thought they're going to score 3, 4, 5 goals. How do you think they managed to do that?
I think it was all down to how the defense was set up. Arsenal were playing more of a let's sit back and counter, because we all know Aubameyang can run. We all know Lacazette has pace in him. So the Arsenal player, actually, Rennick was doing more of a counter-attack type of game, where we sit back, soak in the pressure. When we have the chance, let's move forward and see what we can create out of it.
And we've seen different types of play styles. Which ones have been the most effective, in your opinion?
Well, I think any sort of attacking play works better than just sitting back and defending. So I think 3-5-2 is one that I'd say works really well, because you're able to attack, and once you score your goals, you can be like Manchester United and take your 5 players back.
What about you, Nish?
Basically, personally, I always play on a 3-5-2. Just understand that your wing backs always need to come back on your defense, because if someone finds a way to expose the 3 defenders at the back, then it's an issue. So I feel like everyone, or rather most of the people who've used the 3-5-2 have used it quite effectively. I think the 4-1-2-1-2 diamond wide is not bad. The narrow is also not bad, depending on which type of players you're actually placing in the particular positions. So once again, it just falls down all to the tact. How well can you organize your players to play for you, and what is it exactly you're trying to get out of the game? Because if you're leading 2-0 and you're ahead, why not just park the bus?
Right, and I've seen so many instances where you actually need to read your opponent's formation and see how the best way to counter it is. Because if you happen to have a very narrow formation and you keep on being beaten in the flanks, we need to see that instant change where you pause, you get something to counter it. Because having those instances where you counter their formation, not only does it get into their mind and you can progress from there and make your own chances, but I think you understand the game. Just to understand the game better will give you the bigger advantage. What do you think?
Well, I think that is absolutely correct. We've seen players change their tactics depending on how the other player is performing. But then again, sometimes that has worked against a player, for example, Manchester City, when they had to go all-out attack and it didn't work very well for them. So I think, yes, it's important to read your opponent and maybe change your tactics. But in the end, it really matters on the quality of your players and how you're using them.
Right. And I think one of the most important things that I've seen from these last few games is you need to capitalize on your chances, because we've seen so many opportunities go by where it's literally just what you'd call a sitter. And once you miss that so-called sitter, the opponent gets back the ball, they attack, and you've conceded. And just like that, you've lost your game. So I think go back to the book, see what is the best way the most effective ways of finishing, seeing where the most preferred foot of the player is, and moving on from there, you build up upon that and you have more chances scored. Because we've seen so many opportunities where a team would have 9 shots, three on target, then the team that's winning has two shots, two on target. I think capitalizing on your chances is the most important thing. What do you think?
Definitely, because we've seen so many chances where players go one-on-one with the keeper. Someone decides to either have a hard shot at the goalkeeper. Chances are high you're not going to score because at the end of the day, also your mentality. How composed are you? What's your composure level when you're on that controller? What I always say is once you're through one-on-one with the keeper, a double tap, a triple tap always works magic because it's like the leakage for FIFA. People always know. Yep. When the keeper slides on a triple tap, any day it's a goal.
And I agree with you, Nish, because we've seen people take just normal regular shots when they're supposed to do the double or the triple shot or maybe a finesse shot. So it's really about knowing all these different forms of attack and knowing when to use what format of attack, because sometimes you're supposed to do a finesse and then someone double taps, it doesn't work. Sometimes you're supposed to do a chip shot, then you just take a regular shot, it doesn't work. So it's really about knowing at what instances you use what different kind of attacking shot.
And as you're saying, in those one-on-one situations, I think the most important thing is being confident in yourself,
True.
Being decisive. Because I've seen so many times they'll start going on the right, setting up for a low-driven shot, and then all of a sudden they just change and they want to finesse instead. That indecisiveness is what gets you the keeper just coming and collecting the ball so easily. And moving on from here, what do you think? What have you taken from these last few games, and how do you think you can use these games to build up on their game?
I think at the end of the day, we all talked about having to learn your opponent. Basically, all you need is the composure. Once you go in there, study your opponent, look at the game. It takes you literally the first 10 minutes to study what your opponent is going to do. And it's all about anticipation. What do you anticipate the player is going to do? What I've realized about playing tactical defending is you have to do all the defending for yourself. Once your CMs are out of position, it's an issue for you. So it's all about anticipating. What would I do if I was in that situation that this person can do? And how would I probably come back and counter it?
Okay. Just bear with us, everyone. We're just about to finish off the last game that is happening in the studio. Currently, Yuki is leading 2-1 against Kamal. That'll impact the last bracket. Once that game is done, we'll tell you what's happening for the last few games in the bracket. And what I think you guys should listen to what Nish said and how it all depends on how you study your opponent, because that determines everything. I think there's so many players that are here today that spend the whole weekend playing something like Foot Champions. That first 10 minutes is just for reading the opponent, and then you can pause, make a change in the formation, and see how to progress from there. And then there's so many situations such as every time you score, there's a high chance in this game that you can concede. Finding a way to counter that by probably watching like other pros such as Boris Legend, I'm sure he's given several advices on that. And just taking things from the book and learning and building up on it. So I think now we're just going to be waiting for the Yuki versus Kamal game to finish, and from there we'll announce the next fixtures. Thank you. Testing. Testing, testing. Okay. So we're about to be moving on to the next stage of the competition. Kamal, who beat Yuki 3-2 just now in the studio. So now in the gaming area, it's going to be Mohammed versus Sami. In the studio, it's going to be Oscar versus Renik. So Oscar versus Renik, find your way to the studio. And Mohammed versus Sami, find your way to the gaming area with the commentary. So please get your way there and set up. Once again, Mohammed versus Sami on this side. Okay, this side if you're watching the screen. And Oscar versus Renik in the studio. Thank you. These are the final few stages of the competition, just notifying you all. These games are quite essential because this will determine everything in terms of the fixtures. We will see quite a lot of good action from these games. So I guess we're all excited for them. Yeah. Because it's like you basically you can basically just hold the edge and it does the job for you. Yeah. Testing. Testing, testing. Testing. Is it good? Testing. Testing, testing. Perfect. So once again, we're going to be seeing another El Clasico. Every time we've run into an El Clasico, it has been quite a good game. We're going with a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow on each side. Can the Suarez curse finally end? Can we see a goal from Luis Suarez? We're seeing Messi in a central attacking midfield position. And on the other side, we're seeing Cristiano Ronaldo on the left side. I guess he wants to set him up for finesse shots rather than having him as the across-the-body player. Mohamed using Barcelona today and Sami using Real Madrid. Sami was very effective in using Manchester United the last time. I wonder how he'll do now under a new team, Real Madrid. I don't know whether we'll finally see Nice, Real Madrid, finally doing some work. Tight matchup here, and I'm sure it'll be full of plenty of goals. We started off with Real Madrid. Barcelona easily winning back the ball. Who can be the first one? Who can be the first one to get a goal here? Early chance, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Real Madrid. Keylor Navas. Dani Carvajal. What can Sami do here today with this Real Madrid side? Through ball here to Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he make an opportunity out of this chance? He goes for the low driven, but it goes out for a corner. Close chance there by Sami. Can he get a goal here? And it's a goal! Sami getting the first goal of the game with the big old Sergio Ramos. And he does a Daniel Sturridge dance. How will Mohamed come back here? And as we were saying earlier, you just have to try, maybe sometimes cross it in rather than just always playing it short. How can Mohamed come back from this? Jordi Alba plays it off to Paulinho. Rakitic to Lionel Messi. Two of the best players in the world are on the pitch. And Suarez can't break his curse. Will Luis Suarez score today? Is a question we're asking. Suarez, Paulinho, Philippe Coutinho. What can they do with this opportunity? Can they get a goal here as well? Good chance there. Messi took the extra touch. He should have just shot it there or passed it. Sergio Roberto, Messi, Coutinho, Messi. Luis Suarez, can he break the curse? And no. Rafael Varane gets the ball quite easily. Luka Modric, can he get the through ball to to Ronaldo. Bale. That was an open ball to Bale there. He should have just given a through ball to Bale. Barcelona with the chance. Madrid with the ball now. Modric. Casemiro. Cruz. Ronaldo. Bale. What can they do this chance? Wasted opportunity there. Testing. This. Luis Suarez finally breaking the curse and getting a goal. 1-1. It's all even. I wonder how this game will turn out. Mohamed finally breaking the Luis Suarez curse with a good header. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties with the commentator. Ousmane Dembele tries to take it fancy and messes up. Sergio Roberto, Suarez, and the ball is turned back to Real Madrid. Messi playing a deeper role now. Can he make an opportunity? Coutinho! Just wide. Very close opportunity there by Philippe Coutinho. He's known for scoring those. Ball is won back by Sergio Roberto. Messi. Dembele. And it goes back to Rakitic. Marcelo gets the ball. And won back again. Risky chances being played here. Rakitic. Good save there by Keylor Navas. He almost had it there. It's a free kick. Can they make something out of this free kick opportunity? Seems they watch Boris Legend with that tactic of free kick, but it's wasted. Cruz, Sergio Ramos. Can they make something out of this? Cristiano Ronaldo. Sergio Roberto, Coutinho, Rakitic, and it's over the bar. Sergio Ramos again. Can they make something out of this opportunity? Cristiano Ronaldo, back to Cruz. Seems to be quite even at the break, with Real Madrid having slightly more possession. I think a change in the custom tactics are needed. I can't believe he scored that with barely any crossing in terms of chance creation. He was at 10 when he scored that header with Luis Suarez. Modric now playing a more advanced role. Counter-attacking football seems to be quite popular on this Madrid side. Semedo coming on. Semedo is a pretty quick right back. I wonder why he didn't start from the beginning. Although Sergio Roberto did make quite a few interceptions from the start of the game. Suarez to Philippe Coutinho. Jordi Alba. Messi again. Coutinho. Rakitic, Paulinho, Messi, Alba, Dembele, Coutinho. Ball is won back here by Madrid. Let's see what they can do with this opportunity. Asensio, Modric, back to Carvajal. Can they make something out of this opportunity? Modric. Can they make something here? And it was changed to the keeper. Touchpad was pressed and he tried to control the keeper. It was off target anyway. It was off target anyway. Like the ball was out when the touchpad was pressed. So the ball was touched. Touchpad was pressed, I think, as soon as the shot was hit. Must have been a miss press. So I think the game can resume. Or he's agreed. He's agreed that he did press the touchpad intentionally. Fair play to him. Fair play to him for admitting restart here by Barcelona. They need to get back into this game. Sami currently has the advantage. Can he prevail? Lionel Messi, Dembele. Carvajal again. Can you see the run? And it's just slightly wide. And ball is out for a throw-in. And there has been a bit of an error. And it was the 73rd minute. Was it the 73rd? It was 60. So in order to resume, what will be done was the game will start again, but with 20 minutes just being played. 30 minutes, my correction. So we'll start off with Mohamed scoring an own goal, and then we'll play the 30 minutes and see if he can score a goal to come back. Let me go set that up. Pause a minute.
EA Sports.
So from the own goal, we'll start the 15 minutes. So, what? The 70 what? The 60, yeah, those guys are saying 60 as well. So as soon as he scores the own goal, you start the 20 minutes. So. Testing. So what we're going to do is we're going to play 20 minutes after the own goal. So we've agreed in that's 20 minutes after we score an own goal. Can you guys take over? Can you take over for a few minutes? My voice is unable. take over. Yeah. The next guy's in. Yeah.
First time.
So it's following this one. So Peter and Moses will be in there. So Peter and Moses to the studio. Testing. Can Peter and Moses find their way to the studio? Peter and Moses. Peter and Moses to the studio. And then as soon as this game finishes for 20 minutes, Olaba versus Johnny in the main stage. So just to remind you, Peter and Moses in the studio, and after 20 minutes after the own goal, it's going to be Olaba versus Johnny. There will be a change of commentating for the next 1.5 games.
So it's going to be...
Check.
So we're seeing custom tactics there by Barcelona. Dembele, Suarez. Is he really going to play Dembele at the front? We're yet to see how that goes. 3-5-2.
I don't think there's an issue. I feel like Dembele is one of those most prolific runners. So in the case you need pace at the front, I think it's good to go.
He is, and actually he's proved himself. We've mentioned it over and over again. We've seen Dembele perform really, really well. Actually outperforming Messi and Suarez in some instances. So we'll see how that works. Barcelona, Real Madrid, another El Clasico. I think this is the third one we're seeing today.
The Clasico special, that's what it's all about. Suarez starts the game. Dembele all the way out to Lionel Messi. Suarez. Dembele.
Oh.
It's a free kick going Real Madrid's way. Lionel Messi steps up. Quite interesting how the Real Madrid man went to park the bus on custom tactics.
All right. Let's see how this goes. Can they take full advantage of this? He's changing the kick taker. Actually, he's gonna use the 3 players there. See that run.
With Suarez, Lionel Messi, Rakitic.
Oh, it's deflected out.
It's a corner. Barcelona.
Shot corner already taken.
Out wide to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale in search of Cristiano Ronaldo. Modric, Ronaldo.
All right, they're playing Cristiano Ronaldo in the middle. He's making those runs, but at the moment they're playing back, looking for Marcelo.
What a wonderful switch of play. Marcelo down to Casemiro. Marcelo. The 2 Brazilian men connecting. This is
Marcelo, he's one of those players that are able to overlap and attack if you want him to. As you can see, he's been able to go back to the left back position.
I don't consider him more of a defender. When I play with him, I think of him as a striker.
Actually, I remember you can play Marcelo at a, is it a CAM position?
Yes, in a CAM position.
All right.
Modric, Ronaldo. Modric all the way back to Carvajal. I feel like Real Madrid are playing more of the possessive game.
Yes, at the moment they're not really making inroads. Barcelona have attacked a couple of times already.
You can see that Barcelona line. They're playing quite high up. I don't know if they're trying to press and play on the counter.
All right, we have Ronaldo right now at the left wing.
All the way to Modric. Marcelo. Kovacic. Back to Modric. Kovacic. Modric. PK out muzzles.
All right, and it's now an attack by Barcelona. Ousmane Dembele, who's proved himself over and over.
Suarez!
Oh! Hits the woodwork.
What a sitter.
Now we have Marcelo. Marcelo with the ball. We have Casemiro. Kovacic, is he going to lose it? No. It's with Carvajal on the right flank. He's looking for Marcelo again.
Real Madrid are playing quite interestingly. They're trying
Yes,
to
they're
build
not moving.
from the
They're
back.
not really moving forward. I really wonder what the plan is. What's going on now? All right, we were just gonna play 20 minutes extra, so that game is over. We're done.
Oliver versus John. Please step into the gaming room. Step into the gaming lounge. It's time
Olaba versus John. It's going to be interesting seeing Olaba playing again. Remember, he's conceded a lot of goals. Johnny, sorry. Johnny versus Olaba.
Quite some confusion there.
Yes, as I was mentioning, we'd like to see how Olaba plays. Remember, in this contest, he's already conceded 10 goals. I think he's going to be thinking of how to have better defense in this game.
This game is not only about your attack, but
That's
it's more
true.
about how well you defend. And that's why this tournament is actually set up to get the cream of the crop. As you all know, man, 400,000 on
Yes,
the line.
400,000 shillings is up for grabs. That is 8 million Tanzania shillings and a lot more Uganda money. So,
And of course, you consider you get to compete with the best of the best from different regions.
and you know that's what FIFA is all about. It's about those bragging rights. You can just imagine that the winner is going to be able to brag that he played against players from all over Africa and he was able to beat them. So I think it's going to be interesting seeing how that works, how it goes in the Asylum, which is the event that we're really building up towards.
It's always crazy to remember that an asylum is actually where the madmen go.
It is. And, you know, as gamers, we're considered as the madmen. So it's only right to call it an asylum. And something really interesting is it's going to be happening at the Nairobi Hospital?
Yes, the Nairobi Convention. The Nairobi Convention. Not the Nairobi Hospital.
Nairobi Convention, right?
Yes, the Nairobi Convention. That's where asylum will be.
Okay.
And of course...
So that's going to be our hospital, though?
Yeah, it's going to be the hospital for madmen.
Okay.
So in short, everyone out here is quite mad, if we might say.
Yeah, and as it was mentioned as we were starting, the moment you mentioned to your parent that you want to be a pro gamer, they think you're crazy. That's why that event is going to be called the Asylum. It used to be the same with photography, with DJing. And right now you have 2 DJs here.
Imagine, who knew?
Yeah, interesting. Quite interesting.
I think we're actually like quite the madmen.
Yeah.
Asylum is actually meant for us. We
Yes.
as the DJs, we as the gamers.
So now you can imagine it's double for us. We are DJs and gamers at the same time.
Could we just say we already made it?
Are we going to see a Chelsea game next? That could be interesting.
Quite interesting enough. No one has been able to pick Chelsea yet. And you've been sort of lobbying for someone to actually pick Chelsea and
Yes,
see what
I
they can
have.
do with it.
And I know that when it comes to defense, I'm not really sure about their attacking play, but I'm really sure about their defense having N'Golo Kante, especially if you make sure if you're lucky to have him not injured and go through your whole game. He's really good with those attacks. Actually, not just attacks, but interceptions. So
I also think the attack is lethal. If you consider the likes of Willian, you consider the likes of Eden Hazard.
Yeah, true.
Morata at the center. Of course, if you're using him, if you want to use high balls, you have Olivier Giroud, who can hold up the ball very well.
True.
Converted well for France over his career, 30 years plus right now. He did a bit well for Arsenal as he was moving to Chelsea. And we all know he had to move to Chelsea so that Aubameyang could join Arsenal.
True. You remember we've been talking about the impact of Benzema in these games, and it seems that he's going to be playing. Unless he's subbed right now, we can see at the moment we have Hazard and Giroud at the front. Maybe getting switched up a bit to have Morata in instead.
Of course, we had actually forgotten Pedro.
Oh, yeah?
One skillful player all the way from Barcelona.
Very
Came in
skillful.
Chelsea. Got his chance actually under Antonio Conte, and he actually prospered in the season where Chelsea won the Premier League. I mean, he was one of the standout players for Antonio Conte.
Through a couple of seasoned players in Chelsea, we have Fabregas as well, with all that Barcelona experience.
It's quite interesting to see Antonio Rudiger play in the central midfield role, because I know him more as a centre-back. He's playing as a right defensive midfielder.
Interesting.
I'd be interested to see how this pans out.
So Pedro and Willian presently are going to be at the left and right mid positions. Maybe they're able to play there because they are really pacey players.
And then Eden Hazard at the top together with Morata. Of course, the one and only Cristiano Ronaldo cannot miss in any Real Madrid game.
Cristiano Ronaldo. But then again, we have Hazard, who at times has been compared to Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know how you feel about that. Is he comparable to Cristiano Ronaldo?
I think there's only one Cristiano Ronaldo. We can all agree on that. The game kicks off. Luka Modric, Real Madrid going right to left.
We have Modric passing to Ronaldo in the right wing.
Courtois throws the ball out to Willian. Willian fakes. Golo Kante. Kante to Pedro. Pedro mispasses the ball. Nice with Carvajal. Sergio Ramos. Is he going to look for options? Casemiro. Now to Modric. Chelsea actually having to chase this game, and they're actually playing the pressing game. It's a case of two players on one when Real Madrid have the ball. Marcelo passes it to Casemiro. Interception. Barkley throws it out to Pedro. Pedro is running through the left wing. He has no support whatsoever, so he decides to go back to Kante. Kante hoofs the ball up to Willian. Navas throws out to Marcelo.
All right, we have Johnny with Madrid. We have Olaba with Chelsea. It'll be interesting to see how they play. We have Willian moving forward.
Willian with the ball. Morata.
It's intercepted.
Let's see how Real Madrid get this ball out of the area.
All right, another Chelsea attack. How is this going to work?
The ball goes out to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale. Let's see what he's going to do with this ball. Modric to Cristiano Ronaldo.
No.
Courtois comes out and kicks out the ball.
One of the best goalkeepers, by the way, Thibaut Courtois.
Proven himself quite often when he was at Atletico Madrid. And now at Chelsea.
So we have Marcelo again there.
Marcelo passes it out to
right, we have Bale. Is he going to cross the ball?
Cross the ball?
Oh!
Benzema! Back to Modric. What's Modric going to do? It's a scuffed shot over the bar. It's a corner kick for Real Madrid.
We've seen quite a few of this.
Toni Kroos is going to take it. Do you think it's going to be an in-swinger?
No. That's Thibaut Courtois.
Casemiro picks up the ball back for Real Madrid. Kroos on the wing. Oh! Courtois comes out with a save. Davide Zappacosta passes it to David Luiz.
All right, we have David Luiz with the ball. Passes it to Pedro. And back now we have Pedro with the ball. Golo Kante. This is Hazard. He's able to shoot it from here. No, he doesn't. And he has the ball again. No, it's not a goal. It's not a goal.
What a save by Keylor Navas. An interesting fact about Keylor Navas, one of the shortest goalkeepers out here on the FIFA 18.
All right.
Gareth Bale with the ball.
No.
Is it going to be a counter? No. Spiliqueta goes back to David Luiz. David Luiz to Kante. Kante to Willian. Is Willian going to find Hazard? Willian makes a run. Marcelo goes out for him. The two Brazilians tackling at the edge. Kroos sends the ball out to Casemiro, who sends it out to Modric. And Chelsea have back possession. This is quite an interesting game because I've realized they're all playing it in the middle of the park.
Yes, they are. And now launching an attack here is Cristiano Ronaldo finding Bale. No, it goes to Thibaut Courtois. It's probably a foul there. So a free kick from the goalkeeper's position.
Interesting fact, Chelsea have been building all the way from the back. We've not seen them hoof a ball forward yet.
All right, this could be their attack.
Hazard!
It's the
Off the bar.
already. It's a goal kick. Navas.
Carvajal with the ball. Pass it to Modric. Modric tries to find Bale, but it's intercepted. Chelsea are now running back towards Real Madrid side. Morata, the former Real Madrid man. The ball is intercepted. Back to Real Madrid. Cruz. Cruz says Benzema.
Forward. He can pass it
Benzema
down.
says Cristiano.
Yes, it's Cristiano.
It's gonna be a
He's
shot. Goal!
It's a goal. It's a sweet, sweet finessed shot there by Cristiano Ronaldo.
37th minute, near post by Cristiano Ronaldo. Thibaut Courtois could not do nothing about it. Chelsea are down 1-0 in the 37th at the Santiago Bernabeu.
Yes, Johnny has been able to take advantage here with Cristiano Ronaldo. Olaba 0 with Chelsea. Johnny 1 with Madrid. It's only 39 minutes gone now. Let's see how it pans out moving forward. We have a Chelsea interception there. This is Pedro. Pedro moving forward with the ball. Is he gonna find a player there? He finds Barkley. Yes, we have Hazard playing back, and now we have Pedro moving forward with the ball. No, it's offside.
I'm trying to think about what Antonio Conte is thinking about on the touchline. What do we do differently with this team? Because they've been going so much through the middle, and Real Madrid is actually using the wing backs to be able to spread the
Yes,
play.
they are. This is another attack.
How with an attack? Cristiano Ronaldo!
Oh,
Bale!
yes.
And it's
Yes.
a goal!
It's a goal.
It's a goal! I wonder what Thibaut Courtois
Oh,
is thinking about his defense right now.
this is a really, really bad day for one Olaba controlling Chelsea. This is the 12th goal he's conceded today.
We'll see about to concede another one. Cristiano to Bale. Bale to Cristiano. Cristiano to Bale. It's intercepted. It's going back towards Real Madrid. Carvajal picks up the ball. Spreads it through the wing to Modric. Modric Casemiro. That's halftime. Halftime 2-0. What do you think about this game so far?
2-0. I think it's well deserved because Chelsea have really tried to move forward. A very even matchup as far as possession is concerned. But when it comes to taking off chances, Chelsea haven't been able to do that, being caught offside once or twice. And right now they're starting the game. We have Chelsea battling there. We have David Luiz, a seasoned player, one of the senior players.
And quite an interesting fate as I look to the team during the tactical changes.
All right.
It's a goal!
Oh, yes.
Goal by Morata.
Oh.
What a scruffy shot, but it found its way back into the net. Morata getting one back for Chelsea. So it's 2-1 to Real Madrid.
Yes, Olaba has been able to score with Chelsea there against Johnny, who's controlling Real Madrid. And he's starting the ball now. We have Casemiro to Benzema. We have Marcelo, who of course is able to intercept and move forward as we see him doing now. Will he get the ball? Yes, he does.
Quite an interesting fact that people don't know about Marcelo. He plays more of an attacking than a defender. Actually cost them against Juventus this year's Champions League because he went up way high too much and left the defense exposed. We have Pedro running with the ball, passes it to Morata. Morata to Barkley. Barkley to Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard to Pedro. Are we going to see a chance out of this? No, it's an interception by Carvajal. Carvajal tries to run with it. Barkley back with the ball. Eden Hazard. Willian with the ball. Sends it back. And of course, an interception. It's a foul going Real Madrid's way. Eden Hazard to take this.
If Chelsea are able to get one in, that would be really great.
David
for
Luiz
them.
with the ball. Is he going to take a
gonna
shot?
Not known for his shooting, David Luiz.
Actually, he is taking most of the shots for Brazil, even the free kicks and the whatnots.
But then again, in this instance,
in terms of his accuracy, something.
All right, we have Real Madrid finding Marcelo, moving forward. They have
Modric.
Benzema again to Modric. Do you realize Benzema is really
Cristiano,
playing at
Bale.
quite a deep position?
Is he going to find Bale? No, he decides to pass. It's back to Benzema. Benzema to Modric.
Okay,
It's going to be a
let's
shot.
Oh.
What a save by Thibaut Courtois. What a weak shot. And Luka Modric. The ball is spread out wide. Willian finds Barkley. Barkley tries to go back to Willian. But Marcelo is there to actually put off that counter. Navas starts the ball. It's out to Sergio Ramos. Ramos, an interception by Barkley.
There.
Gets it back.
He's able to correct it. Now we have Real Madrid moving forward with Modric. No, Chelsea get the ball.
It's an attack by Chelsea. Hazard to Willian. Willian to Barkley. Is he going to take a shot?
Oh.
What a nice interception by Sergio Ramos. Ramos, one of the most coveted defenders for the Spanish team. It's a pass to...
That's another unnecessary pass there.
I think the Chelsea players are trying to overplay. Cristiano
Yes,
is alone. Is he going to shoot? Oh!
Actually,
What a miss.
you know, a chip would have worked better there. He just decides to take the shot.
And we're going to see some substitutions coming in. Lucas Vasquez comes in for Toni Kroos. Asensio also comes in for Modric. I think they're looking for more of pace for the Real Madrid side. Fabregas is playing on the wing, right wing back for Chelsea. Alonso goes to the left. Let's see how this alters the game. Couture throws it out. Kante has the ball. It's an interception. It's back to Real Madrid. Asensio with the ball. Kroos. Bale has the ball. What is going to do with it? Asensio! Oh! Off the bar.
All right, we need Kitoto versus MMK in studio right now. Kitoto and MMK, please make your way to the studio.
As we catch up with the attack, it's Morata. And then Navas comes out and punches the ball out.
It's another Real attack. And remember, we're going to have Kitoto and MMK in studio right now. Please make your way. We want to start your game as soon as possible. Kitoto and MMK in studio.
What a lovely switch of play. Hazard with the ball alone. Is he going to shoot? No, he fakes. Fakes again. Passes it to Willian. It's a shot.
Oh,
it's
yes.
a goal.
Yes, it's a Chelsea goal.
It's a goal.
One of my favorite players in the Chelsea team, Willian. He's been there for a while, and you can understand why. He was also in the Brazilian World Cup team. He is consistent. He is seasoned. He's an amazing player.
Of course, what we mostly remember about him is the damage that he did to Barcelona with that wonderful strike of a goal.
True.
Chelsea are back in this. What do Real Madrid have up their sleeves if they want to win this?
Are we going to go to extra time? It's going to be interesting to see how this goes through. And after this game, Tevin and Yuki get ready because you're going to be playing here in the main stage as Kitoto and MMK proceed with the game in the studio.
Lovely switch of play. It's back with the Real Madrid. Asensio. Asensio to Marcelo. Marcelo to Benzema. Benzema to Lucas Vasquez. Vasquez to Ronaldo. Is Ronaldo going to shoot? He fakes one, fakes two. What is he going to do with it? Ronaldo!
Oh, that would have been an amazing goal. Chelsea players were on the ground.
Couture kicks it out. Eden Hazard. Hazard passes to Fabregas. Quite an interesting thing that I noticed. Fabregas is actually playing out on the right wing, which I don't think is a favorable position for him.
Okay, now we have
to Willian. Willian to
yes.
Hazard!
Yes, it's a goal.
It's actually Morata. Morata comes back for Chelsea. Chelsea now lead 3-2. It's crazy how a game of football can turn.
Yes, I think Olaba feels like he's gonna win this game. Remember, he lost the last two games here in the main stage, actually conceding a lot, and right now he's in front, controlling Chelsea. And let's see if he's able to hold up in the next just 2 minutes. That is all that is left here.
Interestingly, Johnny has put his tactical formation to all-out attack. Ronaldo with the ball. Ronaldo again.
I will do the same. And it's over.
It's over. Olaba 3-2. It's been quite an interesting matchup.
Yes, it has. We're gonna have Tevin and Yuki making their way to the main stage. Tevin and Yuki, we want to start your game as soon as possible.
Gareth Bale looks there very deflated after losing that game.
Yes, he does, and you can understand why. Chelsea are able to win 3-2, and as we keep saying, you can never really predict these matches. You never really know who's going to win it because Olaba, like I mentioned, has conceded most goals, the most goals in this competition, but right now he's able to best one Johnny and win against Real Madrid.
What we never really realize about football is the game can turn its head within just a matter of a few seconds. And that's what exactly we've seen out here. So Olaba gets that win finally on the scoreboard.
That is true, and this is what we expect in this competition. We want to see that spirit, that sportsmanship spirit. You don't just give up because you've lost 1 or 2 games. You keep fighting, and as we've seen here, Olaba is able to take it. All right, we want to start the next game as soon as possible. Tevin and Yuki, kindly make your way to the gaming area. Tevin and Yuki, we need to start right now, kindly. Remember, if one of the players is up, all right, they're up. They're preparing. They're getting their teams ready. They're getting their controllers ready. Pass it.
It will be interesting to see how these two match up, yeah?
Yes, it's going to be.
I think we haven't seen them on this stage yet. I've not seen Yuki play in the big arena. So it'll be interesting to see how he actually sets up his team and what team he actually picks up. Do you think he might be the surprise package? Probably pick a Napoli or something of the sort?
It's going to be interesting, but at this stage, I don't think anyone is willing to just take their chances. I think we're going to see the usual suspects. And if I may ask you, even as they're doing their controller settings, what is your opinion on auto switching? We're seeing the air balls option. I don't think we've seen the auto option or the manual option being used.
Personally, I feel like auto is very relative to everyone.
Right.
I'd personally not use it. I play on a manual because at least it gives me more control of my players.
All right.
If you're literally in the balance between auto and manual, I prefer if you use air balls because at least then you can control. But if someone loops, you have the ability to control your defenders.
DJ Nish, it's going to be another El Clasico.
This time round, it's going to be crazy.
Yes, it's the same old matchup between Real Madrid and Barcelona.
How do you think the El Clasico is going to pan out now that Cristiano Ronaldo has left Real Madrid and headed to Juventus?
Well, a lot of players actually, especially Kenyan, a lot of fans supported Ronaldo, not necessarily the Real Madrid team. So there was this joke that they're just drawing those black stripes on their jerseys right now.
And do you think
moving to Juventus?
Do you think Ronaldo moving away from Real Madrid has anything to do with Zinedine Zidane as the manager leaving?
That could be the case. You understand that Cristiano Ronaldo has some deep respect for the man. So once he moved, maybe his allegiance shifted a bit. But we never really get to know the true story because, of course, during the press briefings, they try to play the PR game as much as possible. And
a quick question. Do you think it was right for Zinedine Zidane to actually leave Real Madrid at the time that he did?
Well, I think it's okay he left at the top. You know, it's just like music. If you're a rapper and you want to quit, you don't quit when your album isn't making sales. So if you're number one, you can drop out. It's okay.
So in short, it's all right to pull a Jay-Z, eh?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. We have Ronaldo at the front. Benzema, I don't think is going to be in the team. We have Bale on the left midfield position.
Quite interestingly, we're now seeing Isco play on a right mid role. I prefer him probably on a central mid role. Because he's not the most pacey of players to actually play out on the right wing. But then Asensio takes up that central attacking midfield position. Ronaldo at the top, Bale on the left, which is actually quite interesting. Wouldn't you rather have Bale coming in from the right and striking with his left foot?
Well, probably, but then again, as we keep saying, it all depends on how you're used to playing these different players in your game. Probably I'd have him on the right, but let's see how he works on the left. You have Ronaldo at the front, Asensio, I think, at the central attacking position.
Yes, and of course, Barcelona have gone with the 3-5-2.
Again.
Suarez at the top, Messi at the top.
That's your most favorite formation.
Yes, that's my favorite.
But don't you think it's a bit vulnerable at the back, not having your left back and the right back?
And that's why I say at the end of the day, if you're going to use a 3-5-2, please have pacey wing backs, have your right wing back who's pacey, have your left wing back who's pacey, so they can be able to cover back and come into the defense. The game has kicked off. Marcelo.
Yes, and we have custom tactics there. Real Madrid are going to have the counter-attack tactic, while Barcelona are having the defensive tactic.
The game is building up slow. Casemiro with the ball. Pass it to Benzema. Benzema loses the ball. It's passed out to Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele. He's trying to look for support. Finds Semedo. Semedo passes it out to Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto. Suarez. Messi. Messi back to Suarez. And it's intercepted. Ousmane Dembele still with the ball. Messi!
Oh, yes.
It's a goal.
It is a goal. A Barcelona goal. And we saw that coming.
And guess who's on the scoreboard again? Juan Felipe Coutinho.
You know, we're learning so much through this competition, and we've seen Coutinho perform better than Messi and Suarez combined. I wonder if that means anything, if that says anything about him as a player in the real game.
I wouldn't really say much about that. But Coutinho is one of the world best players, if not one or the best.
Okay, this is Ronaldo back.
Cruz with the ball. An interception by Piqué. Piqué sends it out to Philippe Coutinho. Coutinho holds the ball, sends it back to Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto to Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele, it's an interception by Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale to Cristiano. Cristiano, it's a shot and it's a goal. What a beautiful goal by Cristiano Ronaldo.
This is really interesting to see both teams attacking better than they are defending.
And as I told you from before, there's only one Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
We've seen him do what you expect from CR7.
And Real Madrid, rather Barcelona, are playing quite a dangerous game, trying to build from the back. Titi to Paulino. Paulino to Philippe Coutinho. Coutinho to Roberto. Roberto spreads out the play to Suarez. But Sergio Ramos is there to intercept. Toni Kroos with the ball. What is he going to do? He's looking for support. Sends it back to Marcelo. Marcelo to Bale. Bale to Kroos.
Well, I really think you want Kroos in a more mid position.
Because as we've realized as of now, I think he's playing in the mid. It's just that he goes up. In case he finds space, he's probably playing like a free roam. Kroos to Asensio. Asensio to Cristiano! It's a clearance by Umtiti.
Umtiti is such a solid defender.
Cristiano with the ball. Intercepted. Alaba sends it out to Philippe Coutinho. Philippe Coutinho to Messi. Messi to Suarez. Suarez sends it back. You know how Paulinho. Philippe Coutinho sends it out to Alaba. Rather to Alba. Alba to Messi. What do you think about Messi as a player? Especially now that Argentina went out of the World Cup. Do you think he's going to be able to clinch the Ballon d'Or? Or do you think it's going to go to Cristiano Ronaldo because of picking the Champions League one more time?
I think Messi is still a great player. It's just that it all depends on your team. When he's in Barcelona, they have a different kind of play and he has players to supply him. When it came to Argentina, they weren't available. So I still think he's a great player. Cristiano definitely performed better than him in the World Cup. But I cannot write him off. As far as the Ballon d'Or is concerned, that's going to be a problem for him. You know, they're going to consider the World Cup as well. But I don't really think it says that he's less of a player. Okay, we have
it's a shot to save by Ter Stegen, one of the most consistent actually goalkeepers in this FIFA 18 tournament, the Africa E-Cup, courtesy. And the Barcelona player decides to change the formation, switching from a 3-5-2 to actually a 4-4-2. Switching to a 4-4-2, telling Suarez to stay central, Messi on the left wing. Do you prefer Messi playing from the left or from the right? Because I consider him better on the left foot.
Okay, he's the corner. As I had mentioned about Messi, I actually prefer him on the right. And something we mentioned earlier is we're not seeing a lot of cutting in. We're only seeing a lot of crosses. Okay, this is Cristiano Ronaldo, Umtiti. Umtiti is able to get the ball back. Now we have another Barcelona build-up with Paulinho, Coutinho, back to Paulinho and Coutinho again. They're playing well, but in their half still. Yes, and the ball is taken by Real Madrid. Can they do anything about this? The ball rolled there. No. Umtiti is able to take advantage.
In case you're joining us, Barcelona moving from right to left, Real Madrid left to right. Jordi Alba. It's all about the build-up play. The ball is at Asensio. Asensio passes it to Bale. Will Bale find Cristiano? Bale decides to go in. Shot. It's a block. Bale gets it back. Passes it to Cruz. Cruz, Casemiro. Casemiro to Cruz. Cruz finds Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo fakes. It's an interception.
Yes, and now we have Barcelona. Is that pass and move, as you'd expect from a real Barcelona team. And they have a player on the left. Can he go in? Yes, this is Suarez, but we have so many white shirts there, and they have the ball. Real Madrid.
Benzema takes it out. Will he find Cristiano? Will he see the space? Cruz is running in. Will he cross it? Pass it to Cristiano. Cristiano to Asensio. Asensio takes a shot.
Ter Stegen again, as we've come to expect of him in this competition. It tells us something about Barcelona, really. They have a quality goalkeeper there.
Does that then mean that their defense is lacking? Barcelona start the game. Paulino with the ball to Alba. Alba to Coutinho. Coutinho to Alba. Alba passes it to Messi. Messi. It's back to Coutinho. Coutinho take a cross. It's an interception by Carvajal. Carvajal sends it out. They send it out as far as Sergio Roberto. Ousmane Dembele with the ball. Paulino, Ousmane Dembele.
All right, we have Ousmane Dembele again. Passes it in.
It's up to Messi.
No.
Suarez still with the ball. What is Suarez going to do? Takes a shot.
His positioning was really bad. And as much as you'd expect Suarez to score in that position, we keep saying that in FIFA 18, you have to make sure you're positioning your player well. Otherwise, you get that kind of result. Now we have Real Madrid again with the ball. We have Carvajal.
It's a switch of play to Carvajal. Carvajal to Benzema. Benzema to Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo wastes the chance. Intercepted by Piqué. Sends it out to Casemiro. Barcelona is still in danger. Cristiano with the ball.
Is it going to be a goal?
Shot.
Oh, it's not. You know, something that is really consistent about this Barcelona team is how Piqué and Umtiti are able to just handle all the attackers from the Real Madrid side.
It's a switch of play. Suarez gets it. Sergio Roberto. What is he going to do? Sends it to Paulino. Paulino to Messi. Messi to Suarez. Will it be a goal? Suarez decides to pass instead of take a shot. Messi intercepted. Real Madrid are now on the counter. Benzema decides to slow play. Decides to find back his players. It's back to Benzema. Karim shields off with that pace control. And of course, a free kick to Real Madrid. Casemiro is the one to take it. Bale switches off to Casemiro. Casemiro to Varane. Varane passes it to Cristiano. Will it be a header? It's a clear out by the Barcelona players.
Yes, again, Umtiti and Piqué very solid at the back. Now we have Real Madrid again. They're finding Marcelo. Yes, they get Marcelo to Cristiano Ronaldo. And up to Benzema. Is he going to shoot? Is he going to pass?
Takes it.
Gareth Bale.
Bale came in.
Is it going to go to... no, now they have Barcelona.
Now counter. Suarez with the ball. Messi. Messi to Ousmane Dembele.
Yes, Ousmane Dembele.
Messi.
You know, at the moment, none of the attackers is really able to break through to the opposition. And right now we have Real Madrid again in their own half, but moving forward with Carvajal on the right flank. They have Asensio looking for a player. As I said, Barcelona are defending very, very well. And with Piqué and Umtiti, you have to be really creative if you're going to get through. We have Gareth Bale. Is he going to cross? No.
It's going to get penalty?
It's a penalty.
It's a penalty. Umtiti concedes a penalty for Barcelona. Who's going to step up to the spot? Is it going to be Cristiano Ronaldo against Ter Stegen? We'll have to wait and see. Cristiano Ronaldo steps up. Is he going to feint the shot? Cristiano takes it. Oh, it's a goal! Cristiano Ronaldo scores for Real Madrid. Ter Stegen baffled, stands in the middle. In shock. He knew nothing about it. The shot just went right past him on the right side. Real Madrid are now leading Barcelona 2-1. 71st minute, Cristiano is saying hi to those Real Madrid supporters who came out to support the Real Madrid team. Now Barcelona have to build up once more to be able to recover.
Yes, Stanley and Caleste please make your way to the studio. Stanley and Caleste, your game is supposed to start in the next 1 or 2 minutes. So kindly make your way to the studio right now. Stanley and Caleste. And meanwhile, Kamal and Cornelius, get ready for your game, which is going to be happening here in the main stage. But Stanley and Caleste, you're required in the studio right now.
And of course, Barcelona make the substitutions. Real Madrid makes the substitution. Vasquez comes in on the right wing. I think they finally listened to that advice about Isco playing on the right wing.
Yes, it's going to be really interesting to see how this pans out. Messi and Suarez for Barcelona playing at the front. They have Coutinho at the central attacking position. Dembele has proved to be a really consistent player through this competition. And for Real Madrid, they still have Ronaldo at the front. They've brought up Modric. Do you think Modric has that firepower to get them going?
I think Modric is a game changer, especially playing at a CAM role. So we'll have to wait and see what he does here for Real Madrid. Interesting enough, the Barcelona players decided that the right back and the left back should stay back while attacking. So I think he's thinking more about the end game, which is in the case they get to a draw or he nicks a goal back, at least he'll be able to defend well.
Yes,
back to the game.
And we have Barcelona trying to launch an attack. Remember, they are 1 goal down. And in this competition, we've seen a lot of late action. So let's see how this goes. Marcelo has been playing very well for Real Madrid. Real Madrid trying to move forward, but still in their half at the moment. Do you think they're just sitting back because they're 1 goal up?
I think they're sitting pretty because they're 1 goal ahead. And of course, they do not have to do much. They just have to hold the ball and let Barcelona come towards them and then probably nick them on the counter. So that's basically what the Real Madrid player is doing right now. He's pulling the Barcelona players forward so that he can create spaces for himself in order to be able to make those runs for that counter.
Yes, I agree, but there's still a lot of time left. I don't think this is very advisable for the sake of entertainment. But then again, we're looking at 400,000 shillings.
Yes, we are.
So whatever it takes to get the money, right?
For sure. Casemiro with the ball. Casemiro passes it to Cruz. Cruz to Marcelo. What's Marcelo going to find? Finds Cruz. What's Cruz going to find? Cruz sends it back to Carvajal. Carvajal sends it to Benzema. Benzema to Cristiano. Cristiano to Benzema. Is it going to be a cross? No, he fakes. Cristiano with the ball.
Oh, it's
Casemiro!
No.
PK intercepts.
Barcelona defense is really, really good.
What a nice sliding tackle challenge there by Varane. Carvajal has the ball. I think Barcelona are going to have to work hard to actually get this ball because Real Madrid are now sitting pretty. 1-0 ahead, they don't need to do much. They don't need to pull out all the stops. They just need Barcelona to attack them. And you already know, when Barcelona attacks, they leave gaps at the back. We have Cristiano and Bale at the top. Of course, the pace is going to count for something.
Yes, and right now, as we can see, we're getting to we actually at the 90-minute mark, just 2 minutes to go. Is it going to make a difference? Probably not. We're probably seeing another Real Madrid win here in El Clasico.
It's all about game management. And the game is over. Real Madrid 2, Barcelona 1. As I said before, there's only one Cristiano Ronaldo. Do you agree with me, DJ Rock?
Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo has made the difference. And as we keep saying, it's going to be really interesting to see how he works at Juventus and how Real Madrid changes, you know. And we're going to be having a lot more E-Africa Cups in the future. And I think a lot of players are not going to be using Real Madrid. I think we'll be seeing a lot of Juventus. Yes, we have seen Juventus today, not as utilized as Real Madrid. Let's see how this goes moving forward.
And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo moving to Juventus now means that Juventus have a solidified attack in Cristiano Ronaldo, Dybala, Paulo, of course, Gonzalo Higuain, and the likes.
Kamal and Cornelius, your game is supposed to be starting in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Kamal and Cornelius in the main stage here. We have a game going on in the studio, Stanley versus Caleste. Right now we need Kamal and Cornelius in the main stage.
It's going to be interesting to see how this game pans out. Of course, we remember Cornelius thrashing one of his opponents. Was it 5-2? Was it 4?
Yes, I think he's one of the more promising players here. This is another El Clasico.
Wow, it seems like Real Madrid and Barcelona are the safe bets to use in this FIFA 18, is it not?
Yes, it would appear so. And you can understand why. You want Suarez, you want Messi, you want Bale, Ronaldo, you want the firepower in one cruise.
It's interesting to see how the Real Madrid man is trying to play Bale as a false nine. The formations are quite similar in terms of this ball possession game will be narrow. Ball will be played straight through the middle. Wing backs for Barcelona, Paulina on the right, Coutinho on the left. I don't understand why Dembele is on the central mid role, but then everyone has a game plan. So let's see if this game plan actually pans out.
Yes, there has to be a reason why they're having these players organized in this way. And let me ask you something. We've seen some players having their custom tactics on and some just choosing to move with the default settings. Do you think it really affects a game, Nish, having custom tactics?
I think custom tactics are quite important, especially if you're playing on a tactical format. Your defense pressure needs to be slightly lower, so they do not push up high and actually leave you spaced out at the back. And for most people who've used the custom tactics, I've seen them actually reduce the defense pressure because once your defense pressure is high and you're playing on a tactical, it means once you press, all your people go up quickly and you do not have the time to actually cover back. So in terms of tracking back and being able to actually have a solid defense, the custom tactics actually work. Low pressure on the defense and you're good to go.
Oh, interesting. And in our first game, I think our first or second game, we witnessed a super sub in Vidal, who's rated 76, but his pace is really, really high. I don't know if we're going to see him in this game. No one else has utilized him. I think he's really fast. He's a player that you want in your team probably in the 70th, 80th minute when you're maybe a goal or two down and you need someone that can recover the game for you. How do you think?
Of course, he's a game changer. Arturo Vidal is a game changer. When he actually came into Barcelona, he was playing as a right winger, then right mid, and then when the Barcelona coach came in, took him to a right back position. I'm not so sure about his defensive abilities. I'll probably play him more myself as a right mid because of his pace. We need to utilize it. So let him run wide on the sides and then cut inside in order to be able to help the likes of Messi and Suarez in achieving the goals.
All right, interesting. And as you've mentioned, Cornelius is a player that has scored a lot of goals in this competition. It's going to be interesting to see if he's able to score a lot of goals here. We have Kamal with Barcelona. Cornelius is going to be with Real Madrid. Again, Kamal chooses Barcelona. Cornelius, Real Madrid.
It's going to really be an interesting matchup. So far, we've seen a lot of El Clasicos. And I would say, at this point in time, from the most El Clasicos I've seen, Real Madrid have the upper hand. Or is it just me talking?
Well, let's see how this goes. Cornelius with Real, Kamal with Barcelona. Both teams are able to attack very well. And as we've seen, the defense is really good, particularly for Barcelona with Umtiti and Piqué at the back. And Varane has over and over, he's proved himself for Real Madrid. How do you feel about Varane as a defender?
I think he's one of, if not the best defenders in the world right now. You're considering his height. He's actually tall, can be able to fend off air balls. He's quick on his feet. If you can remember a while back playing against Juventus, he had actually had the opportunity to make a cover run between him and Costa, which is quite a daylight. I think also his strides actually help him. Being taller, if he takes one stride, he's taking two for Douglas Costa.
Interesting. The game is on and we have a Barcelona attack, but thwarted there by Real Madrid. Yes, now we have Messi. Is he going to score?
Oh, golazo, golazo, golazo.
Amazing.
Within the 3rd minute, the one and only Lionel Messi.
Yes, as you'd expect from him. And as we mentioned earlier, we want to see more of these shots because you have some really, really powerful players who are able to give us this kind of entertainment there. Lionel Messi, beautiful goal.
It's going to be interesting to see how Cornelius tries to come back from this. Because once someone scores against you the 3rd minute, you lose your head. Will he keep his head and actually be able to build up the play to find himself back into the game? Modric to the ball. Fakes. Cristiano! Fakes. But it's still nice free kick. We're going to take the ball back. Cristiano takes this free kick. What do you think he's going to do? Is he going to shoot it straight? Is he going to pass it?
He's probably going to shoot. The power
Cristiano
is
with a shot. Over the bar.
Too much power there. I think the curve was right, but the power just took it over. Now we have Barcelona with the ball, but in their own half at the moment. But they're moving forward with Paulinho.
Paulinho
He's looking for someone to pass to, but
Sergio Ramos intercepts. Marcelo picks it up. Marcelo plays it out on the wing. Casemiro, rather Asensio to Bale. Bale tries to fake, but Piqué is there to intercept. Piqué sends it out to Paulinho. Paulinho to Messi. What's Messi gonna do? Messi fakes. Messi fakes again. Great interception by Cruz. Nicolas Semedo takes the ball out. Paulinho with it. Sends it to Suarez. Suarez take a shot. He fakes. 1-2. Varane is there to actually intercept. Quite interesting. We'll be talking about Varane and all his capabilities. The ball is out to Bale. It's now a run. What is Bale gonna do? Is he gonna fake? No. Sends it back. Rakitic is there to be able to clear.
okay, now this is another Barcelona build-up. We have Dembele. Now we have Semedo back to Paulinho, looking for options at the front, but back to Real Madrid, who are very, very good at their defense.
What a beautiful switch of play by Marcelo there to cut Dani Carvajal. Cruz with the ball, sends it to Modric. Modric to Cruz. Cruz to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale fakes one. Is he about to fake another? No, sends it to Mark. To Asensio. Asensio crosses. Cristiano!
Oh, Ter Stegen again with another amazing save. It's going to be a corner. Who's taking this corner?
Swing on there. Cristiano tries to find it. Paulinho gets in there before him. It's another swinger. Out to Modric. Modric against Messi. Modric wins that battle. What's Modric going to do? Modric gets intercepted. It's out. Back to Modric. Modric. Casemiro. Modric going to take a shot. Bale! It was offside. Stegen has to clear out. He clears it to Bale. Luckily enough, Semedo was there to actually counter that.
Yes, and now we have another Barcelona build-up here to Suarez. Messi with the ball. He's looking for Paulinho. Yes, he finds him. Is he going to cross the ball?
Paulinho crosses.
Oh.
Luckily enough for Real Madrid, Varane was quite alert. He sent out to Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo fakes one. He's about to fake another to Bale. Bale to Cristiano. Cristiano to Bale. Is it a penalty? It's a penalty.
It is a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Seen a lot of penalties in this competition today, and we keep saying that if you're going to be in a competition, you have to make sure your penalty game is on, because it could win you a match. And every match is important. Ronaldo stepping up.
Cristiano against Ter Stegen. What's going to happen?
Left, right, middle.
Ter Stegen trying to scare
Let's
Cristiano. Let's see. Cristiano! Go!
Cristiano goal.
So Cristiano goal once again. As I say, there's only one Cristiano Ronaldo. There might be a Ter Stegen, but a Cristiano will always
There's only one Messi though. There's only one Messi for the Messi fans. And now we have Barcelona putting their act together. 1-1 is the score right now. Barcelona trying to build their play up with Rakitic. Yes, now we have the game has been transferred to the other side. But it's back to Barcelona. Semedo with the ball. Ousmane Dembele to Rakitic in the middle. Looking for Suarez. Yes, he finds him, but
Cruz was there on time to match the counter.
Yes, Real
Bale
Madrid.
to Cristiano. Cristiano to Bale. Bale tries to swing it back to Cristiano. Barcelona are there to intercept.
You know, as you mentioned earlier, Cornelius has been able to get a big goal difference in this match, but right now it is not happening. I think he finally found his match in Kamal, who is controlling Barcelona.
It's a free kick to Barcelona. What are Barcelona going to do? Sends it to Rakitic.
Who's going to take the
Dembele
shot?
to Messi. Messi to Paulinho. Paulinho fakes, goes back to Piqué. Piqué to Umtiti.
Yes,
Umtiti to
Umtiti
Ousmane
very
Dembele.
solid at the back.
Dembele to Messi. Is Messi going to shoot? Messi fakes. Messi going to pass. But an interception by Cruz. Cruz to Asensio. Asensio to Casemiro. Casemiro to, to Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo to Asensio. Asensio to Bale. it's quite interesting to understand this matchup within the 40th minute, 1-1. Both these players understanding how to feint shots and how to actually use the skills quite well.
Yes, they are, and at this level of the competition, you'd expect to see such. And it's really interesting how they are both able to attack and able to defend at the same time, and explains why we have only 1-1. I don't think we're gonna have a big goal difference here. I really don't think so. Is he gonna make a mistake at the back? No, but it's back to Real Madrid with Cruz.
Is this a case of Messi versus Ronaldo once again?
Yeah, it probably is, and at the moment the team's very well evenly matched, and I think it's just gonna be 1 or 2 goals making the difference. This is one of those games, I think, that when a team scores, they're probably gonna park the bus.
Interestingly enough, on the tactical side, Barcelona have now switched to an offside trap. Suarez picks up the ball.
You ever use the offside trap yourself?
No, I don't. Jordi Alba with the ball. Alba to Rakitic. Rakitic actually one of Croatia's finest. They're into the finals against France tomorrow. What do you think about that game? Messi with the ball! Messi shoots!
Yeah. Oh no!
Messi misses.
It looked like it was going in. You know, you mentioned about Rakitic and Modric in the game tomorrow. And honestly, I'm with France. I've been supporting France all through. I think they have the better players.
Are you sure it's not you I saw at Junction supporting Belgium? Stop lying, stop lying.
Oh, I was supporting Belgium because, okay, let's first see if this is going to pan out.
To Casemiro!
No, the defense is good. And as I mentioned, I was only supporting Belgium because I wanted Brazil to drop out.
Who's going to take a shot? Who's going to take a shot? He takes a shot.
Oh no. It's off. You have to be really accurate in these games.
Stegen sends it out to Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele to Rakitic. Rakitic to Messi. Is Messi going to find Suarez? Suarez back to Messi. It's an interception. Cruz gets the ball off Messi. Sergio Ramos to Modric. Back to Cruz. Cruz to Cristiano. Is Cristiano going to fake? No. An interception by Titi. Titi sends it to Paulino. Paulino to Suarez. Suarez to Messi. Quite an interception there. Varane sends it back to Carvajal. Carvajal back to Navas. Keylor Navas, I beg your pardon.
We already mentioned here, I think this is going to be one of those games where the difference cannot be more than 2 goals. These players are very evenly matched now. We have Real Madrid sitting back, just in their own half, passing probably, looking for a player at the front to pass it to. Now we have Casemiro, we have Sergio Ramos, a really good defender who a lot of people think injured Mo Salah on purpose, but that's up to debate. How do you feel? Do you think it was intentional that Sergio Ramos foul on Mo Salah?
I do not think he intended it to make Mo Salah miss the World Cup. He intended to get Mo Salah out of the game for the Champions League. I'm not so sure about him missing the finals, or rather the World Cup that is in Russia, rather ongoing. The finals are going to be tomorrow, France versus Croatia. So you better make sure you're out there supporting whatever team it is you think will be the one to take it home.
Yes.
A lot of people say they're supporting France because France, Africa way too.
Not to be racist, but I think France is an African team. Just looking at it. Okay, now we have Barcelona. Jordi Alba, who is quite pacey. We have the ball to Messi. He's looking for options at the front. Yes, he has Paulinho. He's able to make that shot. No. Barcelona lose the ball. Yes, now we have Barcelona again. Rakitic in the middle. He finds Messi looking for options again. Oh no.
Out to Cruz to Cristiano. What's Cristiano gonna do? He sends it to Bale. Nah. All the way to Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen picks it up. Buying his time. I think Kamal has finally found out Cornelius' game plan.
Yes, they're both attacking well, defending well. And this could be one of those games that goes to extra time. We have only 15 minutes to go in the regulation time.
Quite an interesting game out here as we see Real build up. It's back to Cristiano. Cristiano fakes. Umtiti is there to challenge. Is Bale offside? No, he's not. Sends it to Cruz. Is Cruz going to cross? Paulinho comes in, intercepts. Paulinho sends it back to Asensio. Asensio crosses. Cristiano is there. But then Umtiti gets in before him. Messi picks up the ball. Messi sends out to Philippe Coutinho. Philippe Coutinho tries to send it to Suarez. Carvajal intercepts. And we're back to Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale, is he going to fake? He fakes once. He's going to take a shot. Shoots!
Oh!
Trying to go for the near post there. But
yes,
then
he was pressed by Barcelona defense, and he didn't have time to cut back in and make a clean shot, so he just took the shot, and it didn't go very well for him. We have the players making a couple of changes. We have Isco and Vasquez, Kovacic as the new boots coming in, fresh boots. Vidal is in for Barcelona.
We talked about him being that one player that makes the difference. Is he the substitute that comes in with the goods?
Yes, Alex Vidal playing the right mid position, which we both feel is the more favorable position for him. He's pacey, he's able to move forward. It's a foul here. The ball goes to Barcelona, moving forward.
What do you think about it's an interception? Are we going to do from it? No. Bale passes it to Pique. Pique picks it up, sends it to Semedo. Semedo to Vidal. Vidal is in to Paulinho. Paulinho, Messi to Vidal. What's Vidal going to do? Vidal runs on the wing. Is he going to cross it? It crosses.
Oh.
Navas is there to pick it up.
Yes, Kilo Navas. That's easy pick.
Navas sends it out wide to Sergio Ramos. Ramos sends it to Kovacic. Quite interesting enough, Kovacic is also another player in the Croatian team.
Yes, we have a number of players in the Croatian team here in El Clasico. Still Real Madrid looking for that one goal. They're trying to use their skills as much as possible. These two players, Cornelius and
Rakitic.
Kamal.
Rakitic finds
Yes,
Suarez.
he has an open.
Finds Coutinho. Coutinho will he find Suarez?
Oh no.
An interception by Carvajal. Carvajal sends it out. Rakitic picks it up. It's back to Cristiano. Will Cristiano find Vasquez? Vasquez has just come in and he's a pacey player. Being followed by Jordi Alba. Vasquez fakes. Vasquez, will he take a cross? It's a cross. Just again is there to clear it out. It's a corner. Corner to Real Madrid.
This seems like it's going to penalty, actually extra time, unless we can have a goal right now from this corner taken by
Cross
Paulinho.
from Bale. Is it an in-swinger to Cristiano? Stegen is out. Will it be a shot? Will it be a shot? No. Tries to fake it.
Too many Barcelona players in there. Yes, we're going to extra time.
Quite an interesting matchup here between Cornelius.
Yes, and Kamal. Really interesting. We mentioned earlier that Cornelius has been able to score a lot of goals earlier, but in this game, not so easy. Kamal is an equal match to him.
Quite the matchup. Cornelius 51% to Kamal's 49%. We'll wait to see.
Do you think we're going to go to all the way to penalties?
We'll have to wait and see. That's the beauty about the game. Anything could change quite suddenly in a matter of seconds.
All right, offside trap tactic applied by Real Madrid. This is one of those tactics that if you're not used to it, don't use it.
So they're basically now both playing on that tactical offside trap. Suarez with the ball, passes it to Messi. Messi sends it back. Suarez! Well, interception by Varane. We talk about how exceptional of a defender he is. It's out to Vasquez. Vasquez with the pace. Will he pass it to Cristiano? No, he doesn't. He fakes one. He fakes two. Passes it to Bale. Bale!
No.
What an interception by Umtiti.
Yes,
sends it out.
Umtiti, one of the more consistent players here.
Talking about Umtiti, we're going to see him in the finals. France against Croatia. The ball gets passed out to Lucas Vasquez. Vasquez sends it to Kovacic. Kovacic with the ball. Kovacic passes it to Dani Carvajal. Carvajal to Kovacic. What are Real Madrid going to have to do to unlock this Barcelona side? Cristiano fakes again. Gets held up by Umtiti. Umtiti sends the ball out to Vidal. Vidal was picked up by Marcelo, but Marcelo kicks it out. Semedo with the ball right now, building up to Vidal. Vidal is going to see Messi. Sends it through. Sergio Ramos is there to pick it up. Real Madrid get to build, but no. Interception. Paulinho to Messi. Will Messi find Paulinho? Messi finds Vidal. Vidal. Wow. Nearly an own goal.
Vidal is playing very well, but his balls are getting intercepted. Now we have a chance here. No, it doesn't go in. I was saying Vidal is really getting the balls and he has that pace, but his balls are getting intercepted by Real Madrid. He has to work on his accuracy there. And now we have the
half time.
Second half of extra time.
Yes. Are we going to see penalties in this game?
This
Are we
is
gonna
where
find a
it's
win?
heading offside trap again by Barcelona.
I think they're now both tactically playing the same game. Do they trust in their keepers enough to actually get to the penalties? We'll have to wait and see.
Yes, actually, I think it's all about trusting in your ability to read the other player, the opponent.
You can quite honestly say Kamal has held up Cornelius quite well, because Cornelius has been thrashing people left, right, and center.
Yeah.
It's a switch of play to Messi, picked up by Vidal. Marcelo picks it up, sends it out to Lucas Vasquez. Vasquez has the pace. Will he cover? He sends it out to Cruz. Now to Isco. Isco passes it, intercepted by Vidal. Vidal to Semedo. Semedo to Vidal. Vidal to Sergio Busquets. Busquets to Suarez. Suarez finds Vidal. Will Vidal swipe? It's an interception by Sergio Ramos. The ball is taken out by Marcelo. Switch of play, or rather switch of wing. Pass on to Bale. Bale to Cristiano. Cristiano is offside.
Yes, we only have 8 minutes of extra time to go, and I don't think they're going to add a lot more time after that. We're probably going to go to penalties, but each one of these teams is going to be hoping that they can nick a goal in this closing stage.
And as we always say, remember the closing stages of a game are the most jittery ones. That's when you lose your concentration, and that's when your opponent finds it in. Will Iniesta find that loophole? Fakes one. It's now to Suarez. Suarez take a shot. It's a shot deflected. It's taken out to Gareth Bale. Bale to Cristiano. Cristiano to Lucas Vasquez. Vasquez to Casemiro. Casemiro to Vasquez. Intercepted. And now Barcelona sending the ball back to Real Madrid side. Messi holds off the ball, sends it to Vidal. Vidal holds. It's offside.
Yes, it is.
We're now at that juncture. 120th. Will we see the penalties come into play? Or will someone nick a goal?
Yes, it's going to be definitely going to penalties. I don't see a goal here.
Never say never.
In this closing.
This is football.
Seconds.
Never say never.
Are we going to see a Real Madrid goal?
Sends it out.
No. Now we're going to penalties. And this is really interesting because we have a lot of good takers from both sides.
Suarez against Navas. Where will he place it? Is it the right? Is it the left? Is it the middle? Let's see. Suarez, the middle.
Oh! He just assumed that the goalkeeper was going to dive. He did not.
Ter Stegen so far has been the outstanding one. Will he score? Cristiano! Straight through the middle. Cristiano gets one for Real Madrid.
It's 1-0.
It's 1-0 to Real Madrid. Messi. Will he fake? Whoa. What a sitter. Messi takes it to the right of the goalkeeper. Gareth Bale, will he do the same thing? Let's wait and see. Gareth Bale against Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is out here trying to confuse Gareth Bale.
Okay, what is he waiting for?
Attention.
He goes.
Bale! He scores.
Easy goal.
Quite an easy goal. Ter Stegen didn't see that one coming. Paulinho versus Navas. Will he save it? Nope. Takes him the right way as Messi actually did to Navas. It's 2-2, but then Real Madrid leading. Oh!
You know, there's a question of whether or not it's wise to use the indicator. Barcelona use it, and I think it's been working well for them until now.
What a save by Navas. Real Madrid with the advantage. Will Ramos give them that advantage by scoring this goal? 2-2 as it stands. It's a goal!
Yes, they score.
And Real Madrid have the advantage. If Piqué loses this, Barcelona out. And it goes the same way that Messi and Paulinho went. It's now up to Casemiro. Casemiro in this game for Real Madrid. Casemiro is the jitters. Will he score? Casemiro scores! And Real Madrid oust Barcelona in this El Clasico challenge. As I told you before, there can only be one Real Madrid. There can only be one Cristiano Ronaldo. It's now up for Real Madrid against Barcelona in this Clasico. And you see Real Madrid progress again. Once again, Cornelius registers a win.
He hasn't been able to score as many goals as he's used to in this competition. But he's been able to best one Kamal, who's been with Barcelona. It's gone all the way to the final. Kamal will be feeling a bit proud. You know, not so good, but a bit proud that it's gone all the way to penalties. But then again, when it comes to this competition, a loss is a loss, and it's as painful as you'd expect.
And when I look at the stats, Cornelius had 8 shots, 2 on target, meaning his conversion rate was quite poor, having 25% to Kamal's around 50%, or rather 66%. Does that tell you anything about Cornelius' game? Did he meet his match on this one, or was it just a case of the jitters?
Well, I think that is what happened because 66% Real Madrid accuracy, 25% only for Cornelius. I think in his next game, if he progresses, which I think he will in this competition, he's going to have to go and really work on his accuracy. You want to have those shots in, but you have to make sure that they count.
So in short, during this Classico matchup, we can confidently say Cristiano is the man. As I always said before, there can only be one Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well,
Speaking about one Cristiano Ronaldo, headed to Juventus, headed towards winning the Ballon d'Or. I feel Messi and Argentina are just not quite the pair to actually do this thing that is called the football.
Yes, there's a problem there when it comes to Messi in the Argentina team in the World Cup. But right now, as it concludes, Cornelius beats Kamal, who's been with Barcelona. Cornelius, of course, with Real Madrid in the penalties. This is the second or the third time we've gone straight to penalties. We've gone to all the way to penalties.
Yeah, this is the third time that we've gone into penalties. And every other time we've been nearly off on our seats. We can quite remember the recent one, which was that game, Real Madrid versus Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it was a sitter of a match. Went to penalties, keepers nearly saved everything. But Arsenal, finally, they might not be winning in real life, but if you talk about the game of the PlayStation, Arsenal are good. Right about now, we're sending this over to Sahil.
So thank you all for this. Many games and everything is done in terms of the game. So it's just all the points, all the goals, all the games win that were won are all being tallied inside there. As soon as he's finished, he's going to come. Thomas is going to come and make the announcement on the scores and just breaking down the end of the day. Are there any questions? Anything? If not, just give it a few minutes, then Thomas will come, make his way here. Thanks.